Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Is all right. Welcome to the match day fan zone here on Newcastle Fans TV. Just change that. There we go. Got the right layout for everybody. Hope you're doing well. Newcastle do need to bounce back tonight because obviously that performance in midweek was absolutely shocking. So we do need to bounce back. I'm currently watching Everton versus Arsenal. This is the waiting for this game to end. Arsenal, man. Another defeat by Arsenal. Absolutely bonkers. But we're counting down the minutes for Newcastle to kick off. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff tonight. There is no call, so I am hosting. Me and Sam are doing all the graph behind the scenes, so hope you do enjoy tonight's coverage. So please do stick with us. We're going to be talking about, of course, the lineups, which have just literally came out. I've got a few fan clips as well from, Leeds' game, because they weren't very happy because a few things do need to change as well. So, yeah, there has been a couple of changes which we'll come on to. I can see a few people in the comments as well. Kenny says, can you tell me when Savi's in the squad? I think he's joking because he's not registered. Mitrovic does start. Max, a very good point. Mitrovic does start tonight. So, Ollie says, where's Dummer came from? Has he been injured? Has he not? Has he just been kept aside? Up the mags, and that was earlier on this evening as well. Jody Sancaster, a regular commenter. Big surprise, Dummett is in apart from Joe Litton. Not a bad side, but rather have Gale or Fraser playing instead as well. Evening as well, Jody. Ollie Noyes saying you were desperate for the next few weeks. We need a win, says Stuart. I 100% agree on that. Brandon, who's not involved in any of the vids tonight because he's busy driving. He's in his car. He's actually driving all the way, believe it or not, to Slovakia. Brandon's mad for a reason. He's absolutely bonkers. I am meant to be joined by Liam. I've got no idea where Liam is. I think Adam's jumping in just to save the day, I think. But we'll bring Adam in a second. I'm just going through the comments and then we'll take a look at the lineups very, very shortly. But I wanted to come up with and have a look at a few of the clips from midweek's game because there's a lot of people who are extremely unhappy on how Newcastle played, and rightly so because it was embarrassing to be a Newcastle fan midweek. Anybody can say that. It was absolutely shocking to get hammered. And we've got, 3-4 clips from a few people. So as we count down, and we'll obviously take a look at the lineups after all these clips, but not many people happy on Wednesday, sorry. But he has shown.
You look at the first 15 to 20 minutes of that game, they had, 11 to 15 shots? Yeah, 5 or 6 were on target, fair enough. Carl Darlow's made a couple of decent saves. But why have we started that game so slow? Just like every other game we play, we started so slow. And tonight, 4-4-2 against Leeds. And by the way, every team in the Premier League, apart from Burnley maybe, play 3 central midfielders. We got outdone in centre midfield by a Leeds team who have 60% possession average in every game. They outworked us, they outran us. Everything was played on the first touch. Newcastle couldn't keep up with them. And Newcastle were marking space. But when Newcastle mark the space, Leeds are just going to find more space. That's how they're coached. That's how they're trained. They're just the hunger, the desire, the willingness to get the ball forward, the work rate. They just outplayed us in every department. And why he hasn't started Miguel Almiron is a joke. You're playing Leeds United at home, who haven't won a home game in 6 games. I get that. I understand it. And yes, you want to go and protect your box. You want to go and protect your goal. Keep it tight for 20 minutes and try and find something, which we done through the cross. However, you've got to have something going forward. Newcastle cannot even string their own shoelaces together, never mind string 3 passes. So why we keep going long to Wilson and Joe Linton all of the time is just ridiculous. Coach, they're professional footballers. Why doesn't Steve Bruce not do any possession? You look at Bielsa's, he's all over Instagram, he's all over Facebook, he's all over coaching manuals on the coaching that he does. everything is possession based. Everything. So when you come up against a team like Leeds, yes, you've got to defend, but you've got to have something going forward. He doesn't have Miggy, and he's got fucking Joe Linton. My God, just put him in the under-18s. Just get him as far away from the first team as possible. Joe Linton is shit. And why Bruce keeps insisting on him either on an out wide position or as a number 10 is just insane.
Yeah, he wasn't a happy bunny, was he, the other night, Sean, with a lot of criticism go to Joe Linton. I've seen a couple of people in the comments saying that Joe Linton was getting a lot of stick unjustified. Newcastle were drawn at the time when he was actually on the pitch, and it all went tits up, obviously, when the substitutions came in. Obviously, Leeds countered a lot of times as well, so he makes a couple of valid points there as well. We've got a couple of other clips as well. He has James's thoughts after that game.
But what I do have a problem with is the players that he's playing in certain positions. Jamal Lewis, left back, not good enough. From now on, we need to be playing Kraft at right back, Manquillo at left back when he comes back for a start. Lewis, he's useless. I'd send him back to Norwich for free. Just get rid of him. Just send him back to Norwich for free.
Not that bad.
Yeah,
do you think young, look, you shouldn't be starting every game. You should be taken out the odd occasion, because at the minute he's picked every game.
Yeah, he is picked every game, you're right, but I just don't think he's good enough. I'd get rid of him and bring Jetro back in and Jam. Then Manquillo can go back into right back and we can get Willems in back in at left back, which would be so much better. Secondly, his best mate Hendrick starting in the middle of the park again. Thirdly, everyone's blaming Sean Longstaff, right? But the reason Sean Longstaff is playing so piss poor at the minute is because of one man and one man only, and that is Steve. Anybody who knows anything about football knows Sean Longstaff isn't a bad player. We've seen it. He is a good player. We've seen it under Rafa Benitez. He is a good player. And if anybody's seen that under Rafa, you'll know that. The problem is the coach that we have got. He's a cabbage. He's out of his depth completely. I didn't want him in the first place, but I decided to calm down for a season. I did. I thought, I don't want him, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how he does. 13th. All right, average. I'll take that. But now he's been backed. He's been backed with Fraser, Wilson. He chose to sign Jamal Lewis from Norwich. That was his signing. That wasn't a board signing, Charnley's signing, etc. That was his signing. Not good enough. Fraser, Wilson, all his buys. He's had half of the season. We're in 14th or 13th. The same place. We haven't made any progress. Not good enough. It's time to go. So, yeah. Third and finally, before I let you come in again, Joe Linton. Jesus Christ. I don't get our fans. There's so many out there that still think he can come good. What have you seen? One okay performance against Crystal Palace when it shouldn't have really been his goal. It came off Cahill last, so that should be classed as a Cahill own goal, not Joe Linton's goal. Holding the ball up well a few times. Well, sorry, that's not good enough for a £40 million player. He's got to be performing better. He gave the ball away so many times tonight. He was awful against West Brom, and he needs to go as well. I'll pay for his taxi back to Germany.
Ouch. Harsh words. Harsh words. You made a couple of points there. Obviously, Jamal Lewis is back onto the bench. Liam will be buzzing with that. We'll bring in Liam in very shortly. And Paul Dummett, obviously, we'll take a look at Newcastle's lineup. We're just going through a couple of what the fans were saying. A few minutes to go. It's Goodison, Arsenal still getting beaten in the 89th minute. And I've just seen a graphic that they've got Manchester City and Chelsea next. What is happening to Arsenal Football Club? Jesus. Absolutely getting torn a new Arsenal every single week now, so they're in a relegation scrap. In terms of Joe Linton, again, I think it's a little bit harsh on Joe Linton. Again, I said that just before. We were 2-2 at the same time when he went off. I think that's a little bit harsh. Look, Joe Linton's not... I've always said Joe Linton's not a Premier League striker, but look, when he's in the team, I don't think on midweek he was the worst player by the shadow of a doubt. Look, he's never going to be a 15-goal, a 10-goal, or even possibly even a 5-goal striker. But yeah, James is not very happy with the performance. Let's bring in Peter Proudlock.
United will back off. That is the least thing you want to be doing, sitting back against a very good Leeds United side. They're much better side than what West Brom are. And as soon as that was happening, I was getting really concerned. I really was. They've got some really good attacking players. And the likes of Rodrigo and Bamford, they caused us a nightmare at the back. It's embarrassing. That's why Bruce needs to go. He needs to go. He's not good enough for this football club. And his time's done. Even though he's not going to get the sack, which I've heard you mention. But honestly, the bloke needs to go. He's out of his depth. He's not good enough for this football club. And where's all them other Bruce that were simply backing him not long ago? Where are they? Where are they? Well, that's the thing. I think I just read just before that he said we should have had a penalty in the game, but that was not going to be enough. It would have been we still would have lost that 5-3. I think you could question his selection a bit. I mean, what did Shelby and Miggy do wrong to be put to the bench? Because I thought they're more massively important in our squad, and particularly Miggy getting a goal last week. Sorry, but Sean Longstaff's been off form for the past, even though last couple of games, okay, he wasn't too bad, but he's not been the same Sean Longstaff for a while. Definitely, I can understand Lewis. He's been very poor the last couple of games as well, and you got a question: is it time for him to be dropped next?
Well, Lewis has been dropped. Obviously, we'll look at Newcastle's lineup in a minute or two. But another one who's fed up with the way we're playing and Leeds taught a lesson. We all know that midweek in Newcastle, the lads, the players themselves, and the managers deserves the criticism. And Newcastle fans are owed a performance tonight, and they've got to put on a show against a side who you probably say man for man. Newcastle are 9 times out of 10 better, but they do play better football. And that's my little worry, a little bit of doubt in the back of my mind, is that they're not prepared just to sit back like we are, and Fulham will come to St James's Park and hoping for a win. And I bet Scott Parker said in the dressing room the night that, look, these play awful football, the shite. We can get around these pass and move. That's my only worry. Obviously, we'll bring the lads in. And just after this next clip, which is Sharky, and again, he's not very happy with the Leeds defeat.
From the get-go, honestly, when I've seen that lineup, and I'm sorry, I don't want to blame certain players who have come in, I think we'll be from the get-go. Why change? We've beaten West Brom 2-1. Granted, okay, they had a lot of possession, and I said it in my review, because I had a lot of possession, but they couldn't do much with it. A better team would have punished us. Well, we've seen that today, haven't we, with Leeds United. Would it have made a difference? Well, it doesn't matter now because we've been beaten 5-2. And I'll be brutally honest with you, Lee. We're lucky not to leave Ellen Road with double-figure defeat today, because that was really bad. I mean, the chances alone in that first half, we're going to the break 1-1. Leeds United could have been 4-5-6-1 up. The football is just negative. It's predictable. It's boring. There's just nothing there. You know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, you look at the last 2 games against Crystal Palace and West Brom. Because we're beating those sides, people are like, oh, well, actually, also, Steve Bruce definitely should keep his job. Well, no, these are sides that we should be beating. But then again, we even made light work against them both. I mean, Crystal Palace switched off in the last 5 minutes and we got 2 goals. West Brom, for me, are probably the worst of the lot. I mean, they've gone from Bilic to Sam Allardyce. It says it all, really. And Steve Bruce, for me, he's not a good manager. I mean, his decision-making, for me, is awful. He hasn't got a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can go through the whole alphabet. He's got nothing. For me, he belongs in the Championship. And for me, the board just need to do the right thing now and just give him his P45 and just call it a day. Because for me, if they don't, they've got to give him until Brentford. Because if they give him until Brentford and we lose to Fulham and then he loses to Brentford, he's got to go. The board have got to see it. I don't know what the board are seeing differently to what I see, because from what I see on that pitch, we've got some very good players. They're getting played out of position and they don't have a clue what they're doing. Whereas if they get played in the right positions, we actually win more games than we lose. And you can see there's glimpses. I mean, let's be honest, he's being bailed out by the likes of Callum Wilson in the ASM in the past. We're missing some key players tonight, but it's not the point. Like, yeah, Leeds are a good side. And I said it before the game. I would have taken a 1-1 draw down at Ellen Road. There was a lot of 2-1 Newcastles, 3-1s and whatnot. I was never confident. I can't be with this manager in charge. I don't trust him.
Not confident, doesn't trust him, needs to go. It's a common theme, isn't it? He's been waiting very patiently. Adam, how are you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. Good. Interesting to listen to all that. Nice and negative.
Negative, isn't it? Proper negative, isn't it?
I mean, I don't blame the lads. I agree with what most of them have just said. Not all, but most. It's a hard watch at the minute. I've been dreading tonight's game. But in Steve Bruce's head, if he could have went to West Brom, Leeds, Fulham, and Brentford, he'll wanted to win 3 of them, and Leeds is the game he would have sacrificed. So, tonight's a big game for Steve Bruce.
The lads need to put on a performance as well. We've got Liam as well waiting in the wings, as ever, in his lovely dressing gown. But I think it looks like a new dressing gown, isn't it, Liam?
It's me, Lotters.
Oh, fancy.
Dressing gown. Mine's in the wash.
And where can you buy your dressing gown from? This lovely... you want to model it for us?
Yeah, it isn't.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, you look lovely. Lovely, darling.
Yes, thank you.
You've got a lovely figure.
Thank you.
Liam, you were also listening in the background as well there. That was proper shit in midweek. So negative, so many people, and rightly so.
Yeah, it's just the same old crap with Bruce. It's just we don't have a style of football. It just seems to be we've got Wilson up top who'll get like the odd goal and stuff like that. So it's just get the ball to Wilson and he'll score.
That's if he gets the ball, that is. Yeah. Obviously, you weren't involved in when tonight, but what was your initial thoughts with the game?
The thing is, though, I'm just bored of watching Newcastle. Like, I know I post about it all the time on here, but like, I'm starting to get bored of even talking about Newcastle. It's just that boring. It's like even when we win, we're boring. Even when we lose, we're boring. It's just
could be an Arsenal fan.
We're not as embarrassing as them yet. Do you know what I mean? But I think Bruce just doesn't know how to manage a team, like with the attacking flag. Like, you cannot name me a team that Bruce has managed where he's had the players that he has.
Why is he scared to tackle him? He's petrified.
He doesn't know how to attack. He's always played like a defensive team, but now we're not even a defensive team. I think Leeds had 25, 26 attempts, and we had 10. Was it 5 at the back? The thing is, though, what really annoys me is we'll compare Bruce and Rafa.
And
right?
some of them.
Yeah, but Rafa would like have a game plan and he would defend. It might be the same tactics, but Bruce just couldn't work it out. He might be a good man manager, but I think that's all he is. Oh, Peter's coming 2 seconds.
Don't get you, Peter. Adam will take a look at the lineup in a second, but as I was mentioning, Liam's just echoed what you've just said. It's so negative and shit to watch us in a minute. I mean, we are literally the West Brom of the Premier League. That's no offense to West Brom, because West Brom made us look very average when we beat them, but we're just these TV companies look at us and think, oh, we didn't want to play didn't want to show Newcastle today.
Yeah, I mean, we've stuck with the club through thick and thin. We've seen rubbish football over the years, all of us. This is some of the worst I've seen. It's up there. It's close to us being as bad as the McLaren. The McLaren year, it is really bad. And as Liam says, even when we're winning, sometimes we just don't enjoy us winning, because it is about, sometimes it can be about the performance as well. Do we expect to play, 96, 97 season football, the entertainers? No, we don't, but have some attacking intent, have some confidence on the ball. And we just don't do that. It's a big game for Steve Bruce tonight, because I think if he loses this one, God, we've seen some negativity in the last couple of weeks. It'll be an all-time high tonight, and leading up to Man City next week, Man City, Liverpool, and Leicester after this. I mean, however, tonight is massive.
You've probably just seen the league table yourself. Look at Arsenal, man. Arsenal are 3 points behind Newcastle and played 2 more games.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal are poor, really poor. Arsenal.
The thing with Arsenal is they've got 30 crosses in a game once, so that's an achievement. Do you know what I mean? So.
Oh, I would love 30 crosses in one game, Liam.
I would love one.
Paul Dummett need to get up that byline tonight. I've hinted on a couple of times that we'll take a look at the lineup, so we'll break it down as well. I'm just going to change the clips around, and let's have a look at how Newcastle do line up. There is obviously a couple of surprises, which we'll break it down now. And if we take a look now, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So here we go then. So it's Callum Wilson up top. There's no surprises there. Look, you need to get service. We know what he brings: fox in the box, movement, pace. Yeah. Adam, are you surprised Joe Linton gets the nod?
I am, and it's not. I wouldn't have started him because of his performances. Obviously, he's had a couple of good games, and on Wednesday he was poor. I just think Dwight Gale would have given us something more tonight. Given Fulham something more to think about. I think Dummett will be getting Dummett and Richie are playing, who get crosses in the box early. So Dummett's a bit more. Gale's a bit more quicker than Joelinton. I think Gale deserves a start. And again, it's not a critique of Joelinton. I just sometimes around this Christmas period, you need a game. You need a time out, just a bit of a rest. So I'd certainly expect to see Gale start on Tuesday night. Yeah,
Rohan, ASM. I think ASM's got corona because there's nothing on about his injuries. Toonami TV, Sharky, if you want to come on the fan reaction, you're more than welcome to later on tonight. The lineup there. Yeah, go on, Lynn.
Can I just say something? You know, Steve Bruce is obviously a very experienced football manager. He put out a statement last week that Joe Linton cannot play up top by himself. Right? But why has it taken him 18 months to say that? You could tell after 2 games.
The one thing that annoyed me, and I don't know if you lads seen this, is when he come out again and said that it's slow progress.
Yeah.
That
the piss out of us.
Yeah, he's been here 18 months, and you've got someone like Bielsa who's been at Leeds. This is his 3rd season, but look how they play, man. And Leeds, again, need disrespect. Only probably 1 or 2 Leeds players will get Newcastle's 11, which is probably Phillips and maybe Click. Bamford possibly, but
there's a couple of teams in the Premier League who have just as good as squads as ours. Southampton's one that jumps out. Doesn't matter who they play, they go for the game, and they don't concede loads of goals. It's our next 3 games. I am after the Brentford game. I am petrified to watch because it's going to be honestly 10 across the back.
Yeah, you know what's coming, don't you? After the Brentford game, we're going to park the bus. But now that it's going to be 5 at the back, 4 midfield, sit and pray, literally. But yeah, we'll discuss the bench in a minute. Sam West, a member, if you want to jump on the membership, there's a join button underneath. Anyone know what formation is being played tonight? I'm trying to prepare my notes for the post-match article, which you can find on Newcastle Fans TV. I can't work out if Richie will be left or left wing back. It's a good shout because Dummett, I can't see him changing to wing backs. I think Dummett will be literally
4-4-2 for me.
Yeah, good old left back or 4-4-1-1 if Joe Linton's dropping a little bit deeper. But I think, Sam, I'm going to say Dummett left back, not Richie left wing back. I think Richie would be further ahead. I think Richie will be right wing. I think Almiron will be left and they might swap over. I just hope Almiron's not on that right. And we'll talk about Miguel Almiron. There's a couple of shouts on those clips a little bit earlier, Liam, about why is Miguel Almiron dropped. Are you happy to see him back in the lineup tonight?
Yeah, I think he was just dropped because of how busy the games are going to be.
Just rotation.
That's the only reason I think he was dropped on against Leeds. But yeah, I was going to say something else, but then I forgot it.
You've had a few bevies tonight, haven't you?
I had a couple. I was roughing and I was like, if I'm going to watch this, I may as well start drinking again.
Hair the dog. So Liam might get more and more funny. I feel like his Ann Summers cardigan. We might get it on the Amazon
dressing
store.
Gown, actually, please.
Dressing gown, then. Your lady's dressing gown, fine. It's all right. Adam's wearing his lasses knickers tonight. So he's helped me off. Oh, sorry, Adam. Sorry, mate.
That was a private pitch.
Shelvey back. For me, that's a positive. Whatever you think of John Joe Shelvey, he performs 1 game, doesn't for 2 games. Said this to you, Adam, the other day. Simple thing is that he will pass the ball forward.
Yeah, Shelvey wasn't dropped on Wednesday night. As I say, I think Bruce had to sacrifice one of the 4 games, and I thought he'd sacrifice the Leeds game to beat West Brom, Fulham and Brentford. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but I was fully expecting Shelvey back in tonight, as I was Almiron. Shelvey should be running the show against teams like Fulham, no disrespect to them. Yeah, but he just needs to do it. We keep saying it week in, week out. We need to do it more consistently. But yeah, if we're going to win tonight, I'd expect a man the match performance out of Shelby. So I'll predict that. I think if we're going to win, he's the one who's going to stand out tonight.
I do agree with his critics that he should be dominating games a lot more because he's got the ability. For me, he's the best technical player we've got.
He should be. He's that good. He should be knocking on the England door, but he's nowhere near that.
A lot of shouts about Matty being missing tonight. Look, I think Matty's away in January. I think he's going to get a loan spell.
Yeah, I agree.
Quick question: would Matty be in the team if he wasn't from Newcastle?
I think he will play in these sort of games where there's a game every three days. If you're not getting in, at least even on the bench, that for me tells you that you're heading out the club, even if it's just a temporary spell.
Yeah. Because he only played 6 games last season, scored 2, and Bentaleb started ahead of him for most. Well, Bentaleb came in, he started ahead of him.
It's that old debate of Matty. I think now he's not playing games. Just get out on loan, get some game time. Get out the Championship because he's no worse than the Championship player and he needs to develop and he's a young lad who no longer is involved in the under-23s. Get yourself out on loan, lad. He's not playing. You got Jeff Hendrick ahead of him, which thankfully he's back on the bench. Which is
sorry to interrupt. Do you ever think that they've just signed Matty again just to keep the fans happy because he is from Newcastle?
Not fully, because Sean's obviously changed his agent, hasn't he? And will Matty do that shortly as well? I don't know, but I think for footballer reasons first, I think some of the stuff you just said there, Liam, probably adds to it, but I don't think that's the sole decision wise. Yeah. I think because surely Bruce is not. I say that lightly. Surely Bruce is not stupid enough to realise there actually is a bit of a talent there.
Yeah,
he's not being nurtured. That's it. Simple as that. Not given the time, and he doesn't fancy him. I really don't think he fancies Matty. To be honest, and a lot of people are saying I prefer Matty to play over Sean. Speaking of Sean Longstaff, he gets on the side again. Once again, Adam. Again, we had that chat, didn't we? In midweek amongst NFTV. Did you drop him because he had a shocker? Because let's face it, even a couple of the lads in them clips mentioned he had an awful game. And he gets to continue setting the midfield. Do you think it's an arm round the shoulders? Howie, lad, I believe in you.
It is. I can't see the text on who's on the bench.
I'll read them out to you.
Is Hayden on the bench? Sorry.
Yeah, Hayden's back on the bench. That's simply rotation, I think. So is Hendrick.
It is, but for me, on the initial question, Hayden starts ahead of Longstaff for me. They've played the same amount of games. Hayden's played. They've played the same amount of games. I was trying to think if Hayden played the West Brom game, but he did. Yeah, Hayden starts ahead of Longstaff for me. Just over ability, not to do with confidence. He's a better footballer. He brings more to the team. I see what Bruce is doing and trying to keep his confidence up, but Sean was terrible on Wednesday night. I just trust Hayden more. For me, Hayden should be in there. Hayden makes our strongest 11. He's the first choice on the team sheet for me, Hayden. So I'm disappointed Longstaff starts ahead of him.
I think it's down to rotation again, but I think Hayden might come in for Brentford now. I think that's a strong indication. Whoever's on the bench might get a shout. Paul Dummett, great to see him back. Obviously, Liam, I'm going to come straight to you on this because you're not a huge fan of Jamal Lewis's defensively. You must be buzzing that Lewis is on the bench and Dummett's in.
The thing is, though, if Lewis played well, I wouldn't be bothered if he played left back. But I think he just kind of seemed to defend, or he just makes stupid errors. And it's just like, well, how much did we pay from 20 million?
Lewis,
like,
12.
Well, 12. I get that he's young, and maybe he's been the only left back at the club. But I personally, I wouldn't have him in the team for a while, just to let him have a breather and think about his mistakes, and hopefully he can learn from it. But I've always said from the start, I think Dummett's our best left back.
Is he a better centre back, Adam? Just throwing that debate out.
Not ahead of Kieran Clark or Fernandez. I think he's better than Lascelles. I agree with Liam. It's good competition for Lewis, but I disagree with Liam in that I do rate Lewis. I think he's had a few bad games. He has,
few. He's not had 13.
No, he hasn't been that bad. I've seen a lot worse fullbacks than Jamal Lewis. He's a young lad. The fans getting on his back will do him no favours. Yeah, he's had a few bad games, but it's good to see Dummett come in. I like Dummett. He just needs to keep his fitness up. I'm very surprised he starts tonight. Very surprised.
Dummett's great for if you need to hang on to 1-0 win, isn't he? That's the type of Paul Dummett is. Like you talked about earlier, Adam, the big gun that we've got coming up after this and Brentford. Paul Dummett defensively, if you are going to try and park the bus, I'd much prefer to have Dummett than Lewis. Lewis is much better going forward. Yes, he can work on his going forward attributes and getting his crosses right, but he does get a lot of them in. Defensively, he's a little bit suspect, but I just think Lewis is not being dropped tonight. Again, I think it's down to rotation, and I think Dummett comes in, and I think Lewis will come back in for Brentford once again. Those two centre-backs, how can I put this? They didn't have the worst games. I know that sounds stupid, especially Kieran Clark, but Liam were conceded 5 goals in midweek. With 2 of these back 4. Are you happy with Fernandes and Clark?
I would probably say they're probably the 2 best at the back. Like they probably are 2 best centre backs. I think with Kieran Clark is he's always got that chance where he's going to score from a corner. I think that always adds. Thing is though, Newcastle could have the best players in the world, but if Bruce is picking his tactics and his formation, then they're going to lose. So, let's get rid of Bruce and actually get someone that knows what they're doing.
The tactics didn't help the defence on Wednesday night. They were left hung out to dry at times.
See, I don't even think there was any tactics. I think Bruce just literally picks his 11 and then goes, "Go on, lads, pass it to Callum Wilson," and then he'll score. That's the tactics. If Bruce goes on Football Manager, he creates his own tactics saying, "Just pass it to Wilson." That's all. That's all he'll be saying.
That's if he can pass it.
Yeah,
Peter made a great point. Peter Morgan, thank you. Clark dribbling out against Leeds. Yeah, we haven't really had that really since Fabian Schär's been in the side. Someone who can bring the ball out rather than giving it to Shelby and let him do it. So yeah, it's a point to make. Leeds fan can't believe the price of your team tonight. Surely value a win at home. John, this is Newcastle United that we're talking about, John. It's Jekyll and Hyde. We don't even know what we're going to perform tonight. We expect a horrible, gritty performance, but we also unexpectedly hope we're all proved wrong tonight. I think we all are, I think, to be honest with you. How's Longstaff starting, says Will. It's an absolute joke. Will, we've talked briefly about Sean already. I think it's just an arm around the shoulder. There you go, Anton. I believe in you. I don't think he'll start against Brentford as well. We need a proactive manager, not a reactive manager, because it's too late then. Totally agree. Yeah. DeAndre Yedlin, though. That's obviously Johnny and Sam. Yeah, just a bit. Johnny and Sam have been winding each other up all the way through our score in the players' videos, trying to find the worst score for Emil Kraft, trying to outdo one another. But I expected Manquillo to come in, Adam, but he's just gone completely left field and brought Yedlin in, who I think's out the door in January.
Yeah, it's just an odd one because Yedlin came on as a sub against West Brom, if I'm right, in the last 10 minutes. And then I don't think, was he even in the squad against Leeds? I don't think he was. And then he starts tonight. It's just all a bit bizarre. There's no consistency in his especially in his right back choices. As you said, Johnny, Sam, me, you, we all have a big laugh and joke about who's our best right back. I don't think Steve Bruce knows, and that's what worries us. He doesn't.
Not just because they're all shit.
Because they're all shit. But for me, I'm just surprised Kraft. I mean, I don't rate Kraft by any means. I'm sure Sam will kill us for saying that. But
there's the Skyver. There is the Skyver. Right
there he is.
In the comments. Yeah, I'm taking over the watch along. So unfortunately, if you like Carl, unfortunately you are stuck with me during the game in 20 minutes when it kicks off.
See, sorry to interrupt. You know, for me, what I would be doing is winding Mitrovic up as soon as you step on that pitch. Just go at him, wind him up, and you need to get him a red card. That's all I would be doing all game, like kicking him, nipping him, just being in his yard constantly to get him sent off.
Brandon's loving my new desk that I put together. I was very proud of myself. This flat pack I put all up together. Only took us 3 hours. Like, I'm not good with stuff like that. So don't ask me to come around and do your DIY. I'm not that kind of bloke. Sorry, I'm useless. We'll have a look at Fulham's lineup in a second, but there is talks with I say talk speculation. Simon Smith has dropped it's positive. Don't get me wrong, Liam. That Dubravka is back and almost back in full training. It's going to throw debate out when he is ready for selection. For me, Carl Darlow's undroppable. I think he's deserved to keep his place. Dubravka, yes, is a better overall goalkeeper, but if a lad's on form, for me, it's for his to lose, surely.
He has a question for you. So 2 transfer offers come in, one for Dubravka and one for Darlow. Who do you send away?
I think Dubravka will come in higher, but he is 31, isn't he? So I think you could put 31-year-old mid-table team, 15 million perhaps. Don't think you get much for Darlow.
Well, who would you rather sell? That's the question. Then that'll be your first team. Do you know what I mean? If you said you would sell Darlow, then Dubravka gets in. Do you know what I mean? So
see, I'd rather have Dubravka, even though Carl Darlow's been brilliant.
Yeah,
I would only change my mind about Dubravka if he had a poor run of form, and he hasn't.
Yeah. I think the thing is, though, Dubravka's done it for the past 2 years. Darlow's done it for the past 6 months. Not 6 months, last 3 months. So I think it's just an interesting debate, isn't it?
It is. Adam, who would you go with?
There's no wrong answer for me. It does, any fan who said Dubravka, I wouldn't disagree with. Any fan who said Darlow, I wouldn't. It's Steve Bruce's decision, and that's what he's going to get paid for. Me personally, just edges it as Dubravka, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if he decided to loan out. Dubravka's going to want to play because the Euros are coming up. He's number one choice for his country. He's got to play football. So if he's not guaranteed that, I think he'll be loaned out in January. And Darlow's not going to want to be a number 2 now, and I don't blame him. We've been blessed with decent keepers over the years. So, and as Ryan just said there, Woodman's still to come back, who I'm a big fan of. But just edging it, is Dubravka. And
people forget Carl Darlow's only 2 years younger than him. He's not a young lad anymore. Darlow's 29 now, isn't he?
That's it. It's insulting by Gareth Southgate. He's not even worth a phone call to say, I'm going to come and look at you, because Dean Henderson dropped a howler the other day. Jordan Pickford kind of catch a football, and he doesn't get a look in it. It's disgraceful by the England manager.
The worst thing is Dean Henderson isn't even Man U's first choice.
He's just sitting on the bench.
And Pickford, Pickford's terrible. But then if you even look at the forwards, he's got Tammy Abrahams start ahead of Wilson.
We could have a whole other video about that.
We could, couldn't we? I forgot to mention the actual substitute bench as well. So we'll have a look at the subs bench. For you guys who can't see it, Gillespie. We've got Andy Carroll, who's obviously been shouting on that he wants to play. Dwight Gale, who I feel deserved to start. Isaac Hayden, I think that's rotation. Jamal Lewis is on the bench, rotation. Jeff Hendrick, which I'm sure all three of us will agree, we're pretty happy with that. Emil Kraft drops to the bench. Ryan Fraser, not too surprised. Bruce was saying in his press conference that he's only just come back. He'll not play 2 or 3 games starting anyways. Do you expect Liam with Fraser to come off the bench? Be a bit of a game changer later?
Yeah, because he's got that pace and power, and when you're tired after 70 minutes, he'll come on and do well.
And then you've got Murphy as another option as well. So if we're drawing the game or we need a goal, there's a couple of options there. You've got Murphy, you've got Fraser, you've got Gale, or if you want to go long, you do have big Andy Carroll, who's shouting to play. But I guess we'll have a look at Fulham's lineup. Let's take a look at this. So Areola, easy for me to say, is in goal. Anderson, Mitrovic, obviously, Liam, you talked about that. Is he destined to score tonight, Adam?
Not if he has the same shooting boots he did on when he fucking played for us.
Not a fan, are you?
Not a fan. He split his decision 50-50 down the fan base, I think. I never really took to him. I thought he was always... You always start with someone who's potential to get a red card. He's probably maturing a bit now. He's a bit older now. Seem a bit more of a professional now. I think if he was still at the club, I'd still be happy to see him come off the bench like it was when he was here. Now, personally against him, I never really took to him. Big fan of Tom Kearney, who plays for these. Really, he's taught us a new one a couple of times when we played him.
Do you remember that championship game where Sessegnon absolutely ripped us apart? And then I think the beat was a 3-0 or 3-1?
3-0.
And Fulham got a penalty in the last minute, didn't they? And Tim Ream stepped up and put it wide, and they should have given it a session. I think it was only 16 or 17 at the time.
Right.
Just
I
literally.
don't know where he's at now. Tottenham have wasted him.
Yeah, I think did he not get a loan spell out?
Loan
Can't remember. Please tell us in the comments, where is he? The coverage has begun on Sky Sports. Stick it on mute and stay with us. You think Adam's goal reactions are bad? I've done a stream once where I smashed my remote up once, so we'll see how that gets on tonight. Newcastle are in tier 3, I believe. Tier 3, no fans allowed. Tier 1, yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? And it doesn't look like that's changing. Going into tier 4, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Honestly, it is. It's ridiculous.
So turn it into a politics show.
Yeah.
Sessegnon went out alone. I thought he did. I think he went to Germany. I'm sure he went to Germany. Kenny, I'm sure he did.
He has.
I thought he did. Did he go to Hoffenheim or someone like that? Or he definitely did. I'm sure he's at the German club. I'm sure he is.
How many subs did we name then, Lee? Because Fulham have named 9.
Yeah, I think it's gone up.
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me just switch it around again.
I think we just did the 7, didn't we? I don't think we've got 9 subs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we've got 9.
Oh, 9.
So it's the new rule. Good point. New law that's kicked in where you can now name 9 subs, but you can only still just play 3. I mean, why 9? Why does not make it the whole squad? You know what I mean? Being too picky about it. Scott Parker obviously returns as well tonight. Won us the Intertoto Cup we were choking on with the preview. And his little plaque. Well, that was one of the quiz questions as well. He's busy talking at the moment. Let's just go back to Fulham's lineup again. Obviously, Mitrovic, Kearney, you mentioned already, Adam. It's been up and down, I think, for Fulham. Liam, can you try and pronounce number 16 for us, please?
No.
Go on.
Toss in Adebayo.
It's the best you're going to get.
It's not bad. Toss in Adebayo. Yeah, okay. Ivan Caballero, he'll be tricky on the wing. Obviously, again, looking at that, I think if he plays, I'm not sure if he plays on the left or right, to be honest. Lamina will be in the centre. I think Lookman plays on the left. He's the threat. We talked about that in the preview. Is this a guy, if you nullify him, you've got a real shot of stopping Fulham's supply?
Yes. I can't remember when I was watching them, but he was a very good player.
I know he's obviously had that carry on with the penalty incident at West Ham, but we were linked to him. Do you remember when we were linked to him and we think, who's Lookman? Who's this? But he's gone out on loan and done wonders at Leipzig, came back, not really fancied. Now he's back at Fulham. He looks a real talent like.
He does. We should still be having enough. I look at that team. Again, no disrespect to any Fulham fans tuned in. We should be beating them comfortably. I said the same about West Brom. We should be beating them comfortably today. I'm surprised to see Loftus-Cheek on the bench, actually.
Probably a bit of rotation. If you look at we'll come to their bench in a minute. Andre Frank Anguissa. Easy for me to say. I've seen a stat. I said this in the preview. He had more dribbles than ESM. The only player to beat him before ESM got /injured/COVID, whatever he is. Obviously, there's no Jamal Lascelles. He's still missing. Who else is missing as well? There is Mankio. I'm sure there's one more. Who have I missed off with COVID?
ESM's missing, I believe.
ESM, trying to think as well. They'll come back to us. And Anton Robinson, who's started life all right in the Premier League, actually is their first choice left back this summer signing. Nearly went to Milan in the summer, playing at left back. And Ola Ina, who's used to be on the books of Chelsea, went out on loan to Torino, I think. It was Torino, and came back, and now is very attacking fullbacks. They'll bomb on today. Again, that'll suit Paul Dummett and Matt Ritchie, I feel. That's a good. I just want to touch upon that because we didn't really touch upon that link up with Dummett and Ritchie. If Ritchie does play left, we're unsure whether he plays left or right. But if he's on even if it's Miggy, I'm a lot more secure with our left flank, whether it's Dummett left back and then whoever's in front, whether it's Almiron and Ritchie. I'm more secure with that. I'm more happier with that. Are you lads?
Yeah. I mean, Almiron started on the right against West Brom when he got the goal, so that's how I'd expect him to start tonight. But Dummett, I know he's not as quick as going forward as Lewis, but he can get in them positions to whip a ball in. and he's got a good cross on him, Dummett. So him, I think it'll give us a bit of a different dimension tonight, especially we're getting balls in the box.
Yeah, totally agree. I might even allow the left winger to go and attack as much as you like, and Dummett just play literally full back, just stay where you are. We'll see how Newcastle line up. We're probably 10 behind the ball. No. Their bench, I'm trying to think. Loftus-Cheek is a threat you touch upon. Surprised he's not starting. A bit of rotation. Bobby Reid, well, I can't even say it now. De Cordova Reid, that's easy. Hey, there's a few tongue twisters in this lineup. Pacey off the bench. Kamara, aggressive pace. So they do have strength and depth with pace out wide, but again, Liam, we should, and I say that lightly, we should be beating this lineup, surely.
Is Liam gone?
Liam gone? I can't say it. Is he back? Let's bring him in.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. This is a championship team.
Is that it? This is a championship team and that's it?
No, I was turning the music down. But yeah, we should be hammering these. I don't think there is a Premier League player in that team, if I'm being honest.
Loftus-Cheek?
Can I do it at Chelsea?
Would he start in Newcastle ahead of Sean Longstaff? I think he would.
I think anyone would have started ahead of Sean Longstaff.
Question: what's Joe Linton worth in today's market, Adam?
No. It depends if you're trying to buy a goal scorer or a left winger. We're certainly going to lose a lot of money when we come to sell him. I'd pay no more than 10 million for him.
Yeah, that's great. I think he's lost 75% of his value, 100%. Do the legends reply? Yeah, sorry, we do get a lot more comments. We're trying to get through them. Liam can answer this one. Saint-Maximin or Miggy?
Maximin every day of the week. I think he just offers more.
Not in a wing back, I wouldn't, because you can't.
Not in a wing back, like.
Depends what you're looking for. Depends what you're looking for.
It is. Not for a game time, 6 minutes. Let's have a look at his market value is 18 million for Joe Linton on transfer market. 18 million.
Yeah, you'd be disappointed if you paid 80 million for him. Very disappointed.
Yes. Give these guys a like. Thank you very much, Frank. If you are watching, please do hit that like button. That does help us. That'll be lovely if you can do. Thank you very much if you are doing that. We've got I think Sam's going to come in as far as I'm aware. What you eating, Liam? Because I think you're getting a few comments.
I think it's spicy chicken pizza and kebab.
Spicy chicken pizza and kebab.
Yeah.
Adam's on the can. I can't because I'm back at work again in the morning. So
I'm only having a couple at night. I'm at work in the morning.
I'm on the water, unfortunately. Before the match begins, we'll have a look at a few stats that I put together. I posted this on the socials last night. Let's run you through them. So Newcastle can reach 20 points after 13 Premier League games for the first time since 2014. Wow. That is going back 6 or 7 years. Yeah. Steve Bruce's side are attempting to win a fourth home game out of 6. I was a bit surprised by that because I thought the home form was a little bit indifferent.
Yeah.
This one would surprise none of us. The Magpies are without a clean sheet at St. James's Park in 10 games. We've only kept 2.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't just type them up and I put them together. But I think we've only kept 2 clean sheets all season. I can't remember.
Yeah, it just says it all. We're a defensive team and we're kind of clean sheets.
I know. It says they, but we have won only our final pre-season Christmas game in each of the last 5 seasons. We're never great around Christmas. Sam's already touched upon that in the preview as well. Newcastle, this was interesting. This is the 3rd side in a row that we're playing a championship side that's been promoted. So really, I mean, we should get 9 points out of these, but the Leeds debacle. We'll see how Newcastle get on today. Newcastle have opened a scoring in the last 3 games. Again, that would be lovely, but we can see that and keep that. And Callum Wilson, again, he's the key player for me. Callum Wilson has either scored or assisted 10 goals in his 11 league appearances for Newcastle. Any surprises with them stats, lads?
I'm not really. I mean,
just the 20 points one for me.
Not surprised how far we've started. How quick.
I mean, this is the 13th game.
How good we started was how we played.
What was that? What was that, Liam? I think you can hear it. It must be the internet North Shields. Must be that. We're going to do, I think, Liam, you're heading off. Am I right in saying? Are you sticking around, or is Adam? Oh, well, he's made that decision already.
That's that answered.
We'll bring in our good old friend, Mr. Sam Mulliner.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Sam. I'll come back to you very shortly. I'm just going to play our love adverts. Please come back in a few minutes, and then we'll begin the game. And we'll get Gannon, shall we? If I can find the clip, that is. Right, we will be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
You're watching the Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV. You're watching the Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
And welcome to the break, everyone. Hope you have been enjoying the show. Me and Sam are with you to talk about a few of our sponsors whilst we're having a quick break. Tell me all about BR52, Sam.
I have 4 favourite things about Beer 52. And that's before I even get into the free introductory pack they offer us at NFTV. Head on over to beer52.com/NFTV for your free 8-can case. All you got to do is just pay $5.95 for delivery. There's an option for light beers, which include lagers, IPAs, sours, and then there's for the more hardened drinkers out there. There's an offer for dark beers, which is your proper ales, silky stouts. And yeah, it's just fantastic stuff. My 4 favourite things. 1, flexibility. You can cancel your subscription at any time. You can pause for a month, or on the flip side, you can get them to send you your case early. 2, themes. Each month, your beers will have a different theme. 3, loyalty points. For every subscription you get each month, you earn loyalty points where you can earn more if you rate your beers. The points build up and you can add them on to the shop. So when you find a beer that you really like and think, I'll have a bit of that. And finally, you won't find these beers in the shop. International beers all over the world, including local breweries in the UK as well. And it's great value.
8 beers just for the delivery of $5.95, and you get a magazine and a little snack. Head over to BR52/NFTV or a description down below. Check the link. The next one is 3 Retro Classic shirts, where you can get all of your classic Newcastle United home and away, all the way from the 1969-1970 season, all the way to the current mid-90s. 3 Retro is a program where you can get cheap shirts just for around about 30 price mark. The very, very popular retro shirts coming back. And of course, no money goes directly into Sports Direct, which is fantastic because nobody likes to give money directly to that company. But Amazon, tell me about Amazon, Sam.
Buy Newcastle United merchandise guilt-free. Again, no money goes to Sports Direct or any affiliated companies, and all your merchandise there, as I say, you can buy guilt-free. There is everything you can think of in Amazon, as you all know. We all know about Amazon by now. Lee, what are your favourite things on our Amazon store?
I like the memorabilia, Newcastle shirts that you can get signed, signed photographs, signed frames, all of that stuff. That's my favourite. But there's everything that you can think of on Amazon. There is anything from your curtains to bed sheets to footballs to games to the latest Newcastle United strips. You name it, car accessories, it's all on there. Amazon store, bit like 3 Retro. The link is in the description for that one. And the last one is eBay, which we scour the internet to find all the bargains. Keep an eye on the social medias where me and Sam post regular updates on finding bargains. What's the best bargain you've found so far, Sam?
There's a few. If the 3 Retro shirts aren't for you, then I've found some fantastic bargains on eBay of vintage shirts that may not be the most iconic, like your 96, 97s, but there's some fantastic shirts out there. For instance, the 02-03 season. Remember the old black and white NTL under Sir Bobby Lee? I found that on there, and that was going for about a tenner, which is absolutely, new. Back in the day in 2002, it was 30 quid. So it's just absolutely superb.
So keep an eye on our socials for eBay. I'm waiting for the PlayStation 5 to come out to get my hands on one. As soon as I see it, I will be sharing it on the socials. Keep an eye on with Facebook and Twitter for all your eBay bargains. And that is it. And we'll hand you back over to the Black and White Show.
Welcome back to the Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the watch along / match day fan zone. Newcastle have kicked off Fulham in a lovely banana colour there, Sam. Your type?
Yeah, we need to clip up them adverts. They go on for too long. Mitrovic had a shot, and I'm looking at my laptop because I've got for a change of angle today. So my camera's there, but my laptop's there. So if you see me look like this, it's because I've forgot where my camera is. But Mitrovic had a shot after about 10 seconds, didn't he? And I mean, I know Liam was chomping on a pizza before, so you now join me for dessert. I've got some lovely sticky toffee pudding. As Fulham have a free kick on the end of the box, which Fernandez heads out for a corner.
Oh, you sound like a commentator. You can do the rest of it if you want.
I've never done one of these before, so I don't
know. Well, actually, I tell you, I've done one, and that didn't go down too well. But yeah, it looks like
was that when you kicked the shit out of a sofa?
I did. Yeah, it's on private now. So Fulham got a corner 2 minutes in. Obviously, you've got to be wary of.
Right, well, that's hotter than the sun to start off with.
You've got to keep an eye on Mitrovic. Yeah, wait until this is cleared. So Kearney whips it in. Longstaff, how are you, man? You got to get it away better than that. Kind of going for the throw-in. What minute you on? I'm on 250 now.
I'm on 250 now.
Yeah, we're all on the same. Got any dodgy streams going on with Carl and out like that, so that's good. We're all watching
it live.
Watching it live, legit.
On the Sky Q, Ultra HD.
Every time I've got that as well, you know. Pipe tune, I'm doing. I sold you the product, man.
You did.
Adam, if you want a deal, give us a shout.
I give you enough.
Fucking hell.
All right, Newcastle finally
go on, get away.
Go
on, Wilson. Go on, Wilson.
I mean, it's 4-on-1.
Oh, he's ran out of steam.
Well, it was Joe Linton, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Oh, my eyes are terrible. Samuel, get used to that.
You need a bigger telly.
Couple of Chris Wan had ESM's on strike in France. If you watch his Instagram, he's actually in his home in Newcastle, so he's definitely not in France. I can tell you that. And Lascelles falling out with Bruce.
There's a lot of rumours going around, isn't there? But I'm not.
A lot of stuff on Twitter.
I mean, to be fair, Lascelles did go off injured in his last appearance.
Lascelles needed a few weeks out with this team, whether he was injured or not. He was. His head's not there for some reason.
Do you know what this reminds me of? The last team to play in yellow was at Preston when we went up.
Oh, I'll tell you what is interesting is we're on the attack with Wilson. Is Almiron has lined up on the left-hand side, not the right, which for me is a big, big positive.
Hold on, get it in.
Needs to swing this in.
First time.
We've got a corner. Yeah, Almiron being on the left-hand side instead of the right is a big thing for me.
Yeah, you're like Richie on the right. Why?
Because he can cut it and swing it in, and just it gets Almiron away. I mean, the key thing for defending tonight is going to be width. So having Miggy on the left gives us a lot more width as opposed to him being on the right.
Yeah, I don't like Almiron on the right. Isn't he good? How shall we get it on someone's bonds?
Our corners are shite, mind. Absolutely shite. We can never beat the first man.
Back in the mixer. Oh, man, Miggy.
Again, just can't beat the first man.
And then we all hesitated, and now Fulham are breaking away.
Sam, were you disappointed today? Hayden's not starting over Longstaff?
No. Hayden needs a rest. No, Hayden needed a rest. He was really bad with COVID. Said in the preview, I love Hayden to bits, but he needs taken out and protecting.
To start Tuesday?
Yeah.
I keep thinking that game's Tuesday. I keep saying it's Wednesday now.
Biggest game of the season.
It was.
Oh, how we, man. What you run at Yedlin, man. Well done, Clark.
Oh, stop the shot.
Well done. Yeah, literally because we've got the videos to do tonight, and then literally we need a preview out pretty quick because the game comes around literally Tuesday, so I think we'll have a preview. Everybody's watching. on Monday.
We've got a Greenwood and Mulliner Show Christmas special to do as well.
When you releasing that?
Might be tomorrow night on Extra.
Keep an eye on all the socials for all of the vids.
See, Ivan Tony's been having a bit banter on the socials today. Did you see that?
I bet he is.
What's he said? Because I haven't seen it.
I don't know if he scored today or Brentford must have won today, but he was like, bring on Tuesday and a couple of eyes, and then the Chronicle were trying to wind him up.
Wait a minute, wasn't he in the lineup, Caballero?
I thought that.
He was definitely in the lineup. On Twitter, 100% he was in the lineup.
He doesn't look very happy.
Nice for you, isn't he?
Must have got it.
Reed was on the bench. Reed was definitely on the bench.
He might have picked up a slight knock then just before in the warm-up.
Aye, good shout. Look how empty St. James is, man. Look.
It's awful, isn't it?
You know,
you see today, like they announced that Newcastle had lost like the equivalent to 2 Premier League signings, lost like 40 million. Fuck me, have they ever seen how much Mike actually spends on a Premier League sign? It's not 40 million.
It's a good job. It's a good job they've got the TV revenue, because if that wasn't around, fuck me. Didn't have the likes of BT, Sky, Amazon, international rights. Yeah. All these clubs would be wrecked. That's why my heart goes out to like lower league clubs.
It is.
Switch it to the right, that's it. Out your feet and then whip it in. Oh, sweet.
Corner. I'll give the corner ref. Aye.
That's a CK. For our American viewers there.
That was American against American, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Robinson against his teammate.
But no B52 tonight, Sam.
No, do you know what? I haven't. The shopping's coming in the morning, so I haven't got anything in.
Go on, hit it.
Pull it back.
Just hit it. Speaking of America, because I've just thought of Jane Atlanta. Atlanta got Gabriel Heinz as their manager the day.
Did they?
Yeah, he's got, as far as I'm aware,
Stephen Glass was caretaker manager there, wasn't he? Former Newcastle winger.
Is he still there, Glass? Because he follows one on Twitter. And he doesn't tweet much. He was a great winger when he was fit. That was. Always remember his goal. I think it was against Derby. El's already bored of watching this. He says, "I think." I
hope he means a match. I hope he means a match and not us.
Aye. Hopefully the match. But I always remember the goal where he just bends the top corner. Stephen Glass against Derby. Brilliant goal.
What year was Stephen Glass then? That must have been early 2000s.
It was what?
Late 90s, good at it. Ooh.
Wilson just had a header.
Comfortable save.
Straight at Areola. It was like 99, 2000, wasn't it? Because I'm sure it was.
So you signed him, Dalglish? Or Hullett?
Did Dalglish sign him?
Kenny signed him, I think.
Dalglish. But I think he signed him, then Dalglish was away.
Yeah.
Because he was out injured for a long time under Bobby. It must have been a good 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, he went to Watford, didn't he?
Yeah. So it's got to be the last team that played in yellow. It's got to be Preston, because what a night that was. And obviously that was documented in We Are Geordie's film as well, which I'm still haven't got around to seeing yet.
Do you know, I watched the first 15 minutes, right, and it's great, but do you know what really is like gets you about it as a fan? You know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
You know, like after this, Steve Bruce comes in and that's fucking it. because watching it, you see how much hope a lot of fans have. Like everyone's got a bit of hope in the heart, like you see it on the face, and you watch it and you know, like, because it's obviously 3 or 4 years in the making. You feel like saying, oh, fuck me, if you'd said to us back then, because I remember being at that like Villa game.
Come on, Miggy, man. Okay, now.
Keepers. He's just over the bar. That was dangerous.
I seen 40 with his taking a picture of it. He got his copy in the post today, so he's buzzing about that.
Did he?
Well, Aina's got a lot of weight. He probably done Almira on the wing there.
I suppose it's quite good by Darlow, actually. Quite unsure. Dodgy ball.
Dalglish is a swear word in my house, says Anthony. Anthony, tell us why.
Thing is with Kenny though, he bought some really good players, but he bought some absolute shockers as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Des Hamilton.
Yeah, but then he bought Shay Given, he bought Gary Speed.
Oh, Mickey, you got to win that. Let it go on. Oh, it's gone.
I've got a photo of Des Hamilton when I was 7.
I've seen it. Your hero.
I put on Facebook this morning. I found it this morning. Robbie Elliott's Twitter, like a picture from Maiden Castle when they used to train there.
Yeah,
I've got loads of photos of me lot with like loads of players from Kenny Dag.
That
was lucky. That was straight at Darlow.
Fucking from Kenny Dalglish's team. It's like it's only like 10 minutes from where I live. Man.
That's Clark worrying about 2 men, isn't he?
It's too much space. That far too much space.
Spurs
Lookman,
the smallest player on the pitch for Fulham, free header from the penalty spot, straight at Darlow.
Yeah, we're lucky that it's not the big man. Spurs playing in yellow. Sam, you must remember Spurs playing in yellow once.
Yeah.
And then they came to St James's.
What, 7-1?
First half possession, Newcastle 31%. Tell me something new.
Standard.
As my cat... Psst, move! My cat's decided to move my webcam, so I'm off camera, everybody. Great. I will fix that.
No, I think Fulham have started better, me personally. I think they've looked better on the ball, keeping the ball a bit better.
We've got a free kick though.
Yeah.
About 35 yards out.
It's the same shit all the time. Just shit. We can't even hold on to a ball. Oh, Rich.
Someone's going to get caught after. Oh, hello. Little training ground routine going on. Ooh. Keeper should claim this.
Keeper's ball.
Told you someone would get offside. And it was Joe Linton.
It's basic stuff though. Like, it's not even a good set piece routine, really. It's like.
Where's Lee gone to move his camera?
God knows. Probably got get himself a Caribbean crush.
I'm doing
I can see his head. I can see his head.
The way my telly's position, because obviously I don't normally have the telly in here, I've got to move about. So one slight thing fucks the whole operation down. Cat's not best pleased with us, like. Did I miss anything?
Well, the free kick up. It's about it.
A poor free kick routine.
How are Kevs to have a bit of optimism, man? 2-0 Fulham. How are? Come on.
Not Kev. I went 2-1 Fulham. So how are?
I went 2-1 Newcastle.
I don't know. I've just got this sinking feeling that it's just going to start falling apart even more for Bruce. Do you know when it becomes like untenable for a manager?
Go on. Oh, too much, man, Richie. Too much. Great tackle. Brilliant
tackle. Come on.
Sean Longstaff.
Oh, Richie, man. How are you?
What the
He's had a shot. Nearly went out for a throw. Superb tackle, Sean Longstaff, though.
Kev's just come back. He can't watch Bruce Ball. Mate, we cannot, but we would do it every week. Kev, we do it every single week.
Great tackle.
Twice a week at the minute.
Yeah, it is twice a week at the minute. We're doing double time watching this. Vendetta says only Bruce could set up a team to get dominated in possession to a nailed-on relegation contender. Bruce Ball once again. That's not going to shift now. Bruce Ball, that's going to follow him every club he goes to now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That and cabbage seed.
Yeah, that won't go either, the cabbage stuff. Trying to get the cabbage thrown at you in a football match, man.
Yeah.
But you know, like I remember when that happened, and like I was saying, like, what the fuck's going on at Villa? Because they weren't in a bad position in the league, were they? But like I said, until he comes to your club, that's when you kind of get it. Like, they
should have got promoted under Bruce in the championship.
Even the whole team that Bruce, did he win the playoffs? Oh, Darlow, fuck now.
No, they didn't get up first of all.
Lost in the playoff final, didn't they?
Yeah,
Fulham.
then, Fulham, and then no, was it Fulham?
What was the one where Diarmi scored the worldie? That was for Bruce, wasn't it?
That was Hull.
Aye, but that was Bruce's. He was in charge, wasn't he?
But
wasn't Isaac Hayden playing that day as well?
Go on.
Probably. Go on. Wide.
Yeah, he's having a bit too much of Yedlin there. Oh, we got it back though. Great work again from Longstaff.
Go on, Yedlin, lad. That's much better.
Almiron.
Hit it.
Go on. Hit it.
Hit it, man.
Go on, Joe. Shoot. Final pass and final decision making, Joe Linton.
Yeah, I think Villa spent 3 years in the Championship because it took them a while. Because Dean Smith got them up not the last year, but the year before, didn't they?
Yeah.
But their owners are mega rich now, and they can't spend the money.
I know. They splashed a bit last summer, didn't they?
Financial fair play and all that. I hope to win. Right, Kev says, I hope to win. The Leeds results has deflated me. I think it's deflated everybody, Kev.
I agree.
Yeah, we get a couple of them every season, though, don't we?
Normally it's not off a promoted side, mind.
No, very true. I dare say we'll have another one around Christmas time as well.
Oh, we'll get a battering. Man City like it normally around about winter time. Joe Litton's a waste of paying it, guys.
Did you see Liverpool today? We've got them 2 wins.
7-0.
Yeah. Look like they're getting back to the old now, slowly, aren't they?
Yeah.
He got a lot of stick on the socials. Just the Klopp, like mentioning Newcastle. Do you remember the game?
The 3-2.
He got a lot of stick. I was like, well, in his defence, he's paying us a backhanded compliment, really.
Yeah, I just think he's a bit of a dick at times, isn't he?
I like Klopp.
I like
Klopp because he's not. He shows that he cares, and whether it's good or bad. I like that. I wish Bruce would, and he can relate to the fans. He's a foreigner who's coming. I know it's easy winning games. Don't get me wrong, but he's a foreigner with no affiliation with Liverpool, and they absolutely love him. I think.
You think where Liverpool were when he came in? They weren't title contenders, like.
Nah. Even if I don't think Liverpool were winning trophies, I still think the majority of Liverpool fans would really love Klopp still. It's sometimes people just get it, whichever job they're going to. Like Rafa came to us. You just got it, and you understood what the fans want, what their aims are, the hopes. The community used to do a lot for the community as well. And to be honest, I never see Bruce in the community views.
Yeah, Steve Harrell, when we had him on Greenwood Mulliner the other week, he was on about Steve Bruce coming down to help. It just doesn't get publicised.
It should do, because it'll show them a lot more light with Newcastle fans.
You had Isaac Hayden turn up at the food bank yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, it's not the first time he's done that. That's just not far from me, actually. It's only literally a 10-minute drive from here.
I think the day Bruce got the job, it was never going to work out. Results. It was one of them appointments. You just the same day as McLaren. I remember when I heard Steve McLaren got the job, you went, you know exactly where this is going. I think Bruce is a bit of a better manager, but
yeah, I'd rather Bruce than McLaren.
Oh, it's a tough one.
I want Steve Bruce to do well. I don't want Steve Bruce to fail, but he's just
counter-attack.
He's done it off his own back.
3-on-2 if he can find
Go on, Callum.
Oh. Held on for it just half a stride too much, didn't he?
Would you rather have McLaren or Allardyce?
Fucking hell.
Because Allardyce, when he was sacked, because obviously he was sacked to bring the fans on board with Ashley, I think we're only like 8th or 9th.
Time though, wasn't it?
It was perfect time to bring Stephen in. Of course it was.
That time though, we were still had aspirations for the top half, didn't we? And pushing for Europe.
Yeah. God, that seems like a lifetime ago.
I mean, I think it's a joke. Fucking Allardyce has walked into another relegation for the club. There's managers work the craft in the Championship and that to get jobs like West Brom, and he just gets it because he's got this reputation of ugly football.
Yeah, Jody, how was Bruce when you seen him at the golf club? Did you speak to him? Big Sam? Are you talking about our Sam or Sam Allardyce? Because Sam's is a bit of a giant.
Thank you.
6'4", aren't you?
Yeah.
Adam, how tall are you?
5'11". I'm not standing next to Sam in the next photos we get taken for the channel.
I'm 5'9".
I'll stand next to you then.
Just stand next to me. I'll make it look tall.
Remember at West Brom, the FA Cup game, the 3-2, you and Johnny were stood on top of the curb and I was stood below.
Yeah. To 6'4", you make a great centre back. Or if you're not, you need to.
No.
Sunday League, you could be the Peter Crouch of Sunday League. Get you up top last 10 minutes.
I'd do that, yeah. Centre back, no, thank you. Boring.
Your knees wouldn't be able
You're not more like Bobby Boucher.
What's that? Never heard of him.
You're not seen The Water Boy?
I am the water boy.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Right, go on, John Joe. Flipping out on here, and then we've got Wilson and Joe Linton in the box. Shelby's on the edge. Dummett's in support. And Almiron.
Go back with
well, but he's won it back.
Almiron's just passed to himself.
Great ball.
Do you ever watch Match of the Day 2? Too good, too bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe Linton's got his head on it. Terrible.
But you know what it is with Joe Linton? More of that, please. More of that. Get on the end of it. Because he's a big frame. You should be getting on the end of a lot more crosses.
Do you not think we were in a good position there, though, and that ends up just going to a predictable ball wide into the box? Joe Linton's never scored a header for us. He's not going to score one from 18 yards out.
Doesn't get enough crosses in the box, though, does he?
He's never in the fucking box, that's why.
No, exactly. So it's a positive sign to see him actually where he should be, position-wise.
Game is paced down, slowing the pace down. Fulham. I'd love to be there, you know. I'm not going to lie. Effing the ball and the Bruce, tell them how I really feel.
Can you imagine the atmosphere, though? It'd be toxic. It'd be so toxic.
A nighttime game, though, I think it'll start really well, be up for it, and then if we do get beat, yeah, I think it would be toxic. But nowadays, sometimes the players might need that. I mean, I think we've got to be one of the few Premier League clubs now still not play in front of a crowd. I don't think we will for a long time now.
No. I said from the start, this season's going to be behind closed doors all the way through.
Yeah, I agree.
I know there was a little, you know, about the 1,000 with the tier things, but you get my meaning.
Well, London moved to tier 3, so...
Well, they're not in tier 3 now, they're in tier 4.
Are they? I haven't seen today's news. I've been literally oblivious to it all.
Oh, okay. So he's introduced a new tier 4, which is essentially lockdown, which London is in.
So are we tier 4?
Nope.
Newcastle?
No.
We're tier 3. So what's the difference between 3 and 4?
He's just making the fucking rules up as he goes along, to be fair. Everyone's still going to work. Everyone keep yourself at risk, but you're not allowed to see your family. That's all he's put that.
But you can, but you can't, but you can, but you can't.
Yeah, he's done away with that 5-day thing around Christmas as well, hasn't he?
Is that gone?
Yeah, it's just Christmas Day now.
That's not going to be a day too. You know, people are gonna break that because people can't always do just Christmas Day.
No one listens, man. The people have got vulnerable people out there who need family around them. No one's going to listen to that fucker's head.
Right, go on, Joe. Oh. Anticipation. Go on, just keep going.
That 25 minutes has flew over.
It's been that exciting.
We've had 2 shots. It has been.
For me, again, it's just too predictable. It's far too predictable. We should be controlling games, and we just don't. I thought West Brom wouldn't.
Tighter, man. Tighter.
He's in. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. What's the penalty? Yeah.
He's free kicking it.
Free kick right on the edge of the area.
If this goes to VAR, telling you, penalty.
Yedlin looking like a bright spot, proven Johnny right by he's the best right back at the club.
No one said Yedlin.
I don't think Yedlin's the best. Would he have pulled that back? No, I think it's free kick. Just.
If
that goes in the back of the net, that goal stands because he's only pulled it back. So if he's
Good
allowed
save
play
from
to
Darwin.
continue, if he's allowed play to continue to see what happens, why is he pulling it back? Because they've had the opportunity to score.
I don't even think he had time to play advantage. To be fair,
This is in a horrible position, just left of centre as we look.
Mitrovic,
Right on the edge of the box. Real danger.
guarantee you this Mitrovic.
Tom Kearney for me. Tom Kearney gets his foot round this. Mick will be dying for a goal as well, like.
Oh, you'll be desperate to score against her.
Tom Kearney for me.
That wall seems like it's miles back. Every single man back, not one Newcastle attacker. We've got all 11
If
players.
you get it over the wall, it'll be a goal.
All 11 players.
Must be Mitrovic because Kearney's walking away.
Yeah, it's Mitrovic.
Lookman.
Get in. I think it's Fernandez a hit off. Happy with that. Like, I was a bit worried there, lads.
Well, you've got good eyes to see that.
Yeah, it's Fernandez, though. Ultra HD, man. See? Fancy an upgrade, I can Isabel.
All I can see is colours, man.
It's like sensible soccer for you.
I've terrible eyesight.
What a game that was. Ooh.
Kudala was paddling then.
That was that Ada by Oyo, where he called me to be on Man City's books.
Toilet break.
Do you remember Sensible Soccer, Sam?
No.
Oh, you must have remembered Sensible Soccer. What a game that was.
No, you're a bit older.
It was a 90s game. People in the comments, do you remember Sensible Soccer? Please tell us if you have. It was on the Mega Drive. Tiny little men. You could lob the ball. It was brilliant. You could edit the players. It was the first like proper game where you could edit players' names and make your own teams. It was brilliant, man. Absolutely loved it. Sensible Soccer, that's your homework, Sam. Do a review on NFT.
Yeah, you know what? The quiz highlighted my gaming history and knowledge, so forgive me if I just skip that one.
Brilliant. I loved it, me, Sensible Soccer.
I think we have got a Mega Drive in the house somewhere, haven't we? Yeah.
Get it out. Bit of retro gaming. Get it on the second channel.
Yeah.
I'm still looking into doing it, possibly the Football Manager. I just need to make sure I can share screen without it like lagging. I could potentially do it on StreamYard if it works fine. So, Adam, do you remember Sensible Soccer? Was that before your time as well?
No, vaguely.
So I remember.
Edlit's got to be stronger.
Oh, shit.
Just given away a penalty. Or has it? No, VAR will have a look.
The game.
Checking.
Now, I remember a lot of This Is Football and very early Pro Evolution I used to play.
Nah, it's not
no chance. That goes down like a right funny.
This Is Football where you could dive on that.
You could dive. Press all the back four buttons. You used to go down like a sack of spuds.
I was awful, but you can play the thing I liked about that game is you start off with schools football. Move up. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant game that. Great game that.
VAR looked at it and no penalty. Corner for Fulham though.
Never penalty that.
Do you not think stuff like that though? Like if they're looking for penalties, if the player is, they should look at dives as well. Because he was looking for a penalty there. Well,
did you see what happened to the Wolves game against Chelsea? That Neto dived, didn't get booked, and then went on to score the bloody winner.
Yeah, they need to be a bit more consistent with it. Like
Anthony Darling, remember Sensible Soccer? Nice one, Anthony. Brilliant game. And all the classics are coming out. Road Rash. Raid,
yes.
Yeah, all the classic Mega Drive games, yeah.
Road Rash was the one where you used to have like a weapon and hit the fuckers off the bike, wasn't it?
Yes, I had that.
Right,
yeah.
I used to like Alien Storm. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, obviously classic.
Golden Axe.
What a shout! Yes.
The little dwarf, the little guy, the little with his big massive axe and kick him.
Golden Axe.
You get on the dragon. You can pretend you're Daenerys Targaryen with the dragon.
I remember once getting fucking Echo the Dolphin. I don't think I ever learned how to play the game.
I was so confused by that game. was like, this is just go, ee. Just to make noise. I was like, what the hell? What do you do on this game? I was just swimming around, not a clue what to do.
Premier
Yes,
Manager 97 as well. Premier Manager 97.
I had Premier that Keegan on the front. Was that 99? Well, that was 99, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, there was no.
The first manager game I remember is LMA. LMA, where you used to be able to create yourself as a player manager.
Premier Manager's older than that, I think.
Yeah, Premier
Manager 97. Guardiola as a centre midfielder. Oh, what a player!
I had Nadal and everybody, didn't you, at Barca? Lewis Enrique. I had LM. I remember LMA though. LMA used to do the cheating and have your stadium built the next day.
You cheats, they're in.
Oh,
he's got to score.
Had to score there. That was
How did you miss that?
Bobby Reed had to score there. Onside. Paul Dummett.
He's off. Oh, he's on.
Onside. Should have scored.
Paul
he's
Dummett
absolutely flummoxed that one, hasn't he?
Was he the lad who used to play for... Did he score a load of goals for Bristol, then went to Cardiff?
Bristol City, yeah.
Just got a fancy new name now.
What's that about?
Didn't realise he was at Fulham.
Didn't I just can't Bobby Reed. It's called Bobby Dekovova something Reed.
Very surprised Dummett was playing.
I said the same.
Oh,
Very surprised.
Why is he blown there?
What the ball? Play on,
Play an advantage, man, you idiot.
Look,
that's dinosaur referee in that.
Looks like it's a zombie. The referee. What's your favourite players from the top 6 clubs?
Son Heung-min.
Oh, what a player. Just won the Puskas Award as well.
I think he's the best player in the league.
Do you?
Said the same last week, Sam. Said the same last week. I like Fernandez at Man U.
Where would Spurs be without Kane and Son, though?
Do you think Harry Kane? I think Harry Kane. I like him, but I just think he's so overrated.
Oh, I like him because I like him when he drops in the number 10 as well. Bit of creativity. I think Harry Kane's quality.
I mean, he's walking around team, didn't get us wrong. You look, will he break Shearer's record?
If he stays injury free, if he stays injury free and doesn't get a Real Madrid or Barcelona come calling, then I think he could if he stays injury free.
I think if he doesn't win the Premier League this year, he's going to look to move because I think this is Tottenham's year. I think if Tottenham don't win it this year, I think players like Son will be aware. And Harry Kane.
I've been following football since same time as Sam, 95, and Spurs have only won the League Cup twice, if I recall. Maybe I know they won it when Ginola left and joined them, and then I remember Woodgate getting the winner at Cardiff against Chelsea. So they've only won 2 trophies in 25 years. Not great. I know that's more than us, but Arsenal and I will after Arsenal, but Arsenal have won 30 odd in that time.
I just like Mourinho, mate. I like how I just like Mourinho. I just think if it doesn't work out this year for them, the likes of Harry Kane are going to say, you never remembered Shearer's remembered because he got the record, but he's not remembered for winning trophies. If Harry Kane doesn't break Shearer's record, what's he going to be remembered for? Really, probably not going to win a World Cup. He's got to win a Premier League. I
think he'll get also if he stays injury free. He become a top scorer for England as well.
I think he'll do England because England plays some dross. All these goals to score, like Azerbaijan, San Marino. That's where they get them from.
Who's your favourite Newcastle player? Says Dylan. Mine's still ASM despite his form for what he brings on and off the pitch. But I think most fans would probably say they've got a bit of a soft spot for Callum Wilson.
I've got a soft spot for Sean Longstaff.
Have you? Surprising.
I know he was absolutely terrible the last game, and
Get out.
We're all over the place. We're all over the place here, mate. All over the fucking place.
Kenny shoots about 6 yards wide.
If he hits that right, that can's in. That's 2 of them new.
We're all over the place. I mean, the VAR look at someone here because this play goes down like a sack of shit.
Nah, it's coming together again.
It's a free kick to us, if anything.
Yeah, he blocks him.
Yeah. No, if anything,
Yeah,
it's pretty good. But yeah, no, I've got a soft spot for Sean Longstaff.
He needs a game tonight. He
does, and he started okay considering absolutely jack shit has happened in 36 minutes of football. But yeah, real genuine good lad. If you haven't seen it, watch the Zoom Q&A on the club's YouTube.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a player who wants to leave when you watch that. That's why I find all these rumours about his agent not a bit.
Where's he going to go? If we sell Sean Longstaff, right, and his super agent comes in, you've got like 18 months left on.
Yeah, but you could have said that about bloody Jose Perez. He was one that you'd think, well, he was never going to go.
But with Perez, we had no choice. Where that clause in his contract was up to him.
Yeah, he could have turned him down.
Longstaff doesn't play for a top 8 club, unless it does. Unless we pull our finger out, he doesn't walk into any team.
I don't think many of our players do. Maybe Wilson.
You do.
So, Joe Linton and Almiron have switched places. Joe Linton's now on the left, and Almiron's just playing behind Wilson from the looks of it.
Yeah, you're right. They've tweaked it.
Well, it doesn't make any sense.
Point out, whilst we're on favourite players, I do obviously also like Matt Ritchie as well.
Is that because I got you the interview with him? Surprise!
It wasn't an interview, was it?
Well, let's call it a surprise.
Yeah.
That was very, very difficult to keep that quiet. Having a current Newcastle player on the channel, a current one as well, which as you know, it's
Go on, you
in. Oh,
man.
He's got it back. Almiron. Shoot.
Better.
Best chance we've had so far, like.
He just got his feet mixed up there, didn't he, Richie?
Even when he loses the ball, he's a fighter.
Yeah, he did well there. I agree with Sam. I love Matt Ritchie. Like he plays with his heart. Like
remember, he was getting a lot of stick when he first came back into the team on Twitter, and I was like,
The thing is with him, he's not as pivotal to the team as he was in the Championship in that first season back in the Premiership or the Premier League.
But for the squad, for the actual squad himself,
yeah, awesome. So pleased he signed a new deal because he could have quite easily left in the summer. There's been rumours of Matt Ritchie leaving pretty much every summer.
And I want to see him slapping people in all sorts, just for the crack. Because he needs more game time and to slap people.
Stronger.
Kicking corner flags. Possession stats, Kev. I don't know. I haven't got any of the other website open, but I'd probably imagine it's 40 to Newcastle. I would have thought. Have you ever thought management career on FIFA? Liam's done a couple of videos on the extra channel, the second channel, Melly. So we've got 2 channels. Got a bit quiet on that one. Might do it again. Did Shearer smack Glass or was it? No, that was Stephen Taylor. You're thinking of Gillespie. Yeah, punched Gillespie over in Ireland, didn't he?
Yeah.
Opinions on Wilson and Fraser duo. Adam, you can have that one.
Just haven't seen them enough, to be fair. How many games we've seen them? It's only been 2 or 3, if that. Fraser set Wilson up for a couple of goals, I think. Just want to see more of them. Just need to get the fitness up. Fraser's on the bench today, more so because I expect him to start on Tuesday. And I expect Wilson to start Tuesday as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, another question's coming at your friend who's loud at us, or Villa fans. I don't really associate Villa fans being loud at games.
If they score, that's about it.
I think who's got and this will probably surprise you too. Cardiff's home support is actually pretty decent. Very surprised when I went down there.
Great city, Cardiff.
Yeah, it is. Great. It's had a night.
Great,
there.
Good drinking time.
Yeah, we stayed overnight. And actually, Norwich is home support because they put you next to their singing section, which is brilliant. They put the away fans next, and now we got absolutely turned out. But it was good, like having their singing section right next to the away fans.
One of the best I've seen from the away games I've been to was Leicester.
Leicester
were really good.
That our fans,
that was before they won the Premier League. That was Championship like 10 years ago, and they were mint back then. Like, I hate fans who need clappers. I can get away with any fans who need clappers. Fuck off.
I'm not keen on that. Clappers. Wilson playing well. He's getting about. Mickey need more service.
Is anyone playing really, really well?
Not
Same shit.
63 to Fulham. Yeah, I wasn't too far off with the possession stat. Doesn't surprise me.
That's ridiculous for a home game. Ridiculous.
What was your favourite Leeds goal on Wednesday?
The one Harrison hit. The one Harrison hit was unreal.
Yeah, and his assist was pretty decent as well. Like,
is he on there?
Own goal.
Oh, it's an own goal. It's Sean, isn't it? No,
Matt Ritchie.
Oh, fucking hell!
It was going wide as well.
To be fair, it's all over from the defence. It's really. It's not Ritchie's fault. It's all over from the defence. We'll see more on the replay. It's shit defending again.
Gotta clear it, man.
Like, you watch this coming here. Who's that? Who's that at the back post? Is it Jolinton? It is. It's Jolinton.
No.
It is.
Wilson.
Jolinton does fuck all.
It's not Jolinton.
What could Jolinton's shocking there.
Oh, just hits Richie. It's quite comical, actually, the way it can in.
It's really poor from Jolinton. Really poor.
Jolinton loses his man who gets the original header, but it's gone past 1, 2, 3 Newcastle players, and then it's just smacked Richie in the face and gone in.
Quite comical the way it's gone in.
It's not Richie's fault. Unless Richie's got the instincts to duck, which it's Jolinton's piss poor. Really piss poor for me.
1-0 doing, everybody. Tell me something that is new. We've got 3 minutes.
It is new, isn't it? Because in your stats just before the game, we'd scored the first goal in the previous 3.
Well, the end result.
I mean, some you quickly mentioned there before went through a few players. Could they have done much more?
In real time, who knows?
I'll have to watch it. I'd have to watch it again, to be fair. But for me, Jolinton has to do better there.
John Joe.
Just comical the way it went in, because Richie just cannons off him and he doesn't know about it.
I can't blame Richie for that. I can't blame Richie.
Only thing you could possibly say, and that's been probably
critical from Yedlin. That is absolutely fucking woeful.
Shouldn't be in the team, Sam.
Our best player so far tonight has been Sean Longstaff.
Sam, we've joked with you through the week about Kraft, right? Kraft should be starting ahead of Yedlin.
Yeah.
Fucking shite. It has. It's been the same old shit. Same Steve Bruce, same players, same fucking shite. There's not one.
Kevin Bruce will not get the sack. Would love to see that happen, but you won't get the sack. So you can talk about managers coming in, but if Newcastle are pretty comfortably safe,
and because we've lost,
win again.
I'll tell you why that happened then. So Fulham broke down our left-hand side and got right round us. That's because they've switched Miggy. So we've lost the width on that side. Joe Linton's way too narrow, and they've just gone right round our outside. And
why is he switch? Why is he switching? I don't get it. He's never played Jolinton. He's never played Miggy as number 10. Why switch him? I don't get it.
No, Mike, we don't
Fulham deserve to be ahead, by the way.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, they've shaded it, haven't they? Mike, no, we don't have mixed feelings on Bruce. We know that Bruce won't be sacked, unfortunately, because as long as he keeps Newcastle up, that's job done in terms of Mike Ashley's more TV revenue coming in.
We don't support Bruce. We just know while Ashley's here, he isn't going to sack him. Simple as.
Yeah. Would have to have a shocking run of form for Newcastle to drop in the bottom 3 for that to happen. And panic.
Well, if the score stays the same, the gap's only 5 points.
Yeah.
If the fans were there, the pressure might be a bit more. But because the fans aren't there, Mike Ashley's not on Twitter, he's not on Facebook, he's not on Instagram. He doesn't fucking give a shit. Mike Ashley's over the moon, the fans aren't there.
Money Mike will be devastated.
Yeah, we've been shocking. Honestly, I think this has been one of our worst first halves this season.
Half time. I think,
really do.
Brighton and Southampton are the only worst first halves I can remember.
I don't blame Matt Ritchie there. Like the Raymond Matt Ritchie.
Right. So it's currently at half time. It's Newcastle 0, Fulham 1. Yeah, it's disappointing that as well. When you guys got the audio on in the background.
Yeah.
Just in case the Mr. Copyright comes in with all these adverts coming in. Make of that. There's a few mixed debates with Matt Ritchie there. They're saying that you have to blame Ritchie, mate.
No.
You got to blame Ritchie. The only thing that you possibly could say, could he react quicker? That's the only other thing. Can you?
He could. That's harsh. It's like I'm not slagging the fans off who said you can blame Ritchie. He's pretty much on the goal line, unless he's fucking dropping the floor like a fucking. Nah, it's not Ritchie's fault for me personally. But no offense to the fans who think that it is. But for me, Joelinton has to stop the first header. As Sam said, there's 3 defenders. One should react better. Ritchie's in that position where shit. What do I do? Nah, not Ritchie's fault for me.
Need another David Ginola. Oh, what we would do to have one of them back. I'll even take Ben Arthur back. The goal was unlucky on Ritchie, so someone backs are there, Adam, and you've also got another one. Not Ritchie's fault at all. It's one of them where he doesn't really know much about it. Just hits him.
He's too close. He's too close to the goal line for me to blame him. Could he have done better? Possibly, but you can't blame him.
Well, he's actually selling the club. Newcastle playing well or reaching a Brexit trade agreement.
I'd just love to see Newcastle be able to pass a ball. I really would. Honestly, I'm sick, fucking sick.
Not Richie Dole says it later, says Jake, yeah. What a joke. Well, Bruce has to go. Simple. Shane, we know that. Would love to see a managerial change, an ownership change. It all stinks from top to bottom. Of course it is. Even when we do win, I think we're more thankful that we've won rather than because we very rarely talk about what a performance. We never come on videos and say, oh, we classed tonight, the amount of crosses, the amount of shots and all that. We never ever even do. So even when it's a win, it's still a bit, okay.
Fulham fully deserve that lead. Fully deserve it.
Yeah, they're 1-0 up. They've had a couple of more shots than us, but they've dominated possession, which that doesn't surprise me because we said that in the build-up that they're a team that likes to play football and attack us as well. But if you do want to pop on, if anybody who's watching, we do have the fan reaction show coming up after full time. There is a link on the actual video, so if you click on the video, you'll see it if you want to join it. So click on that, and you can have your say on the game. Bruce. A lot of angry fans with Leeds as well. Our good friend Jay in Atlanta. I rushed home to catch the second half thinking to enjoy a win today over Fulham. Should have known better. Well, Jay, we're half time, Jay. Half time. Keep the faith and all that. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Bruce even let his players practice in the opposition half. Ashley's got a go, says Stuart. Yeah, it's a common theme with Ashley, we know. The midfield are AWOL again. They don't defend or create. They're comfortable passing it back through. If we lose this, says Rowan, Bruce has got to go. Got no chance the next 4 games. Luke says no game is ever comfortable. No excuses. I've just seen one about Ritchie. No excuses for Ritchie. We're playing again another team. If we get beat, we're playing 3 promoted sides and we've won one of them. In large chunk of that game against West Brom, they look the better side. So, seeing OAPs play a better 33% possession against Fulham, man. Bruce needs to go. Newcastle play for what? Newcastle try and play for win or draw for my husband. Okay, is that your last? Adam?
That's not my last.
Are you the husband?
No.
I've got no idea what that comment's about. Right, okay, Luke. So it's half time at the minute. What we'll do is we'll play a couple of clips whilst we refocus and so on as well. These are fairly short, but if you want to know more about our YouTube membership, have a look at this.
You're watching the Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
Here at Newcastle Fans TV have we got a treat for you. We have 3 membership programs ranging from bronze, silver and gold. The higher you go, the more access you get to behind the scenes videos and also videos across the internet which are trending. We also offer first exclusive look at all of our videos. There is posts. There is also exclusive to what we're up to and what we have planned in the coming days, so you find out before everybody else. There is also behind the scenes footage, which you can see here. Sam setting up, ready to interview Warren Barton and Craig Moore, making sure that his mic is set up and he has the 2 screens set up. And this is just some of the stuff that we do. There is so much more and plans coming to develop the membership behind the scenes. So thank you for our current members who've been there since the start. And this one about me is just thanking all the members supporting the channel during the COVID-19, what happened in the summer. Come over and have a look. Come and join.
Welcome back to the Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
Yeah, so that was our membership program where if you are a member, you can check out all the latest videos that we've got coming up. There's also going to be a few more over Christmas as well, just for members included as well. Firsthand, Adam's decided he's off. He's off and away. He's had enough. Don't know what the hell has happened with Adam there. You might come back in with that, but yeah, our membership program. Yeah, if you want to have a look at that, the video.
Do you know what I find funny from that video now?
Yeah, go on.
It's my microphone. How naff my old microphone looked on that little bit when I was getting ready to interview Warren Barton. I had that tiny, shitty little pencil mic, but you know, we've moved up in the world now.
Yeah, mine's there. So yeah, well done upgrading equipment. Yeah, sound much better. Mike Stowe, another member. I've just been talking about the membership. Mike's obviously a member as well. The diamond formation kind of works, but Brucey's starfish is all over the place as usual. Arthur Newcastle forever. Yeah, I think Richie was daydreaming about his missed chance to jump ship in the summer. Did he? Did he, Sam? Should he went?
What?
Richie should he jump shipped? Was that the best time?
There was rumours of a return to Bournemouth, wasn't there? But I don't know if that was ever seriously on the cards. It may well have been. But like I said earlier during the first half, that there's rumours Richie leaving every summer. I remember a couple of years ago he was going to go to Stoke or something, wasn't he? If we could re-sign Andros Townsend, but there you go. He's still here.
Yeah, still here. Need a bit of creativity, says Alfie. ESM would be lovely. Yes, it would be lovely to have ESM, but
where is he?
Where is he? Where is ESM? I'd love to see what Voldemort can do in the second half. He needs to get on the ball a lot more. Shelby's got to.
He's been a bit sloppy in possession for me, but there you go.
I think also he needs to be 10 yards further up the pitch for me as well. Not for the first time, Richie's being put for his own net. Cruel to be kind. I like your name, very clever. Eric says we should have been 3 down. Ivan Tony, yeah, we've talked about him. Hat-trick incoming on Tuesday, says Joel. Lee says it's not football. It's close bunching around, chasing shadows. What a load of rubbish. An average Fulham team dominating with 70% possession. Yeah, I kind of disagree on that, Lee. I cannot. We knew football that we're going to come and play a bit of football, but we really should be beating this side. And I hope there's a big change around as well. Presenters on the stream. I'm watching, criticising Bruce. Yeah.
Good. About time. The tide is turning slowly now, isn't it?
Murphy on for Richie second half. Adam will bring in the second. I'm just trying to catch up with Adam.
Yeah, I like that, Murphy. Just Richie probably hasn't been as effective as he would have liked to have been. So a bit more pace and width down that side. Yeah, but I wouldn't be against that.
Yeah. Adam's back with us.
Sorry, start checking the bin.
All right, Sam. It looked like you need a full face of Thatcher's Bonnie lad.
I'm getting a reputation here, aren't I?
I know.
Oh,
You need to get that
loves the
sponsor.
factories.
You need to get that sponsor.
Do I? Do I, my friend?
Heartburn in the glass, that.
Hey?
Heartburn in the glass, that.
No, behave yourself.
Oh, Sam could drink about 15 cans and he'd still be sober.
Well, maybe not anymore. Back when I was at Maximum Mulliner at 18.5 stone. And,
Maximum.
yeah, maybe when I was at Maximum
I'm changing
Mulliner.
in my phone. I'm changing your name to that.
Oh, lovely. I'll look forward to that. Yeah, when I used to go and play darts of a weekend in some knockouts, then yeah, maybe. But no, I don't know about now.
Also, on a serious note as well, we'll talk quickly mental health as well. We are pushing this big game changer as well. If you are feeling a bit lonely over Christmas or you haven't got many friends, family, I don't mean that in a funny way, a disrespectful way of being serious, is that, get in touch with Big Game Changer, see what options are available for you, because it's a festive period and some people don't have family.
If you go over to NFTV Extra and go on to the interview me and Johnny did with Foundation Chief Steve Baharrell, there are loads of helpful telephone numbers in the description of that video.
Yeah, please go and have a look at that as well. It might not be you. You might know somebody who could benefit from a couple of numbers. So, yeah, please do, because nobody likes to be lonely over Christmas. Speaking of Christmas as well, we're actually going to be doing just thanks for your support and have a good Christmas. And I've already seen Adam's little message as well about prison staff and stuff like that. That was nice. So we're all going to be putting loads of clips together for Christmas and just wishing everybody a nice Christmas. It's not going to get 10,000, 15,000 views, of course it's not, but it just shows our human side a little bit.
Yeah, you need to remind me to do that. Otherwise, it'll just be a little 3-second clip of me going, "Merry Christmas, motherfuckers," which I don't think will be in keeping with the tone.
I don't think so. No. I've seen actually. This is not with Dave football. I've seen the Die Hard, because you just mentioned there. Die Hard director came out and said the other day that Die Hard is not a Christmas film. His word. He said it.
Never seen it.
You've never. Shut up, man.
Never seen Die Hard.
You've never seen Die Hard.
You high? What is wrong with you?
Swear to God, never seen Die Hard.
How and why?
Because I'm more of a Home Alone fan. I just like Home Alone at Christmas or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. As well as Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. But Die Hard.
No,
2.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Wow.
Die Hard with a Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson.
Have you got much time now?
And to be fair, I'm one of Alan Rickman's biggest fans. I love Alan Rickman. I've seen most of his films. Just one I've just never fancied watching.
Have you got a lot of time off over Christmas, Adam?
I do.
He's just gone back to work today, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I'll end up watching fucking Baby Century or something. It's all right. So.
Now you can watch what you could do. You could do a review on Die Hard 1 and 2 on NFTV Extra. There you go. There's your content sorted for Christmas. Is Newcastle in danger? Yeah. Is Newcastle in danger? Tiptoeing around it, I think.
If the results stay the same tonight, the gap's down to 5 points. Then our next 3 games are Man City, Liverpool, Leicester.
About that, I don't think Fulham, Sheffield United, and who's else is at the bottom? Burnley, West Brom. I don't think they can get any worse the second half of the season. We can, and I don't think we'll get much better. I think our luck's run out. We've had a bit of luck against Tottenham. I do not think we're safe at all.
Yeah, we're not yet. If we got beaten, because we're gonna have to get a result out with one of those 3 teams. Die Hard is a cult classic, Adam.
And I'm ashamed to say it. It's one of these things I've never admitted, but I've just never seen Die Hard.
Before the second half starts, what's your favourite movie of all time?
Spinal Tap.
Scarface, that's a good shout as well. Mine's Forrest Gump. Absolutely love it. Love it.
To be fair, anything Anything with Tom Hanks in, I could watch as well.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely love Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, over and over again. So many quotes and lines in that video.
Purely belter.
Oh, it's a great Geordie film. And is that better than Goal?
Yes.
Sam, you seen Goal?
Goal was fucking terrible.
Bird shit in the woods. Of course, I've seen Goal.
Is it better than? Have you seen Purely Belter?
No.
Oh, you've not
how
seen Purely Belter, mate. That's your Christmas. That's your Christmas wish list.
Oh, is Isaac Hayden coming on?
Isaac Hayden is coming on for Fernandez.
You know what? I was gonna say this, but obviously we were talking about movies. Fernandez ain't looking the same to me. In that first half, he looked a bit. He wasn't looking the same player at all. He was a bit hesitant. So Hayden's coming on for him at centre back. Obviously, he was another one that COVID has knocked about a bit.
But surely Steve Bruce must know that before he picks his starting 11.
You would have thought, but you never know. We're underway in the second half. We're going downhill now, so we need a reaction after that really, really shit first half.
Yep. Yeah, so Bob too. Yeah, classic. Yeah, so for people who've just joined in, if you've missed that, Isaac Hayden is on at half-time and he's playing centre-back, and that has to be a worry of an injury concern of Federico Fernandez. So Alfie's just touched on that. Hayden playing centre-back, he is. Are we worse than Arsenal? Not quite yet, but it could be heading that way.
Ball, Palmer on the edge of the box, but is that going to be given as a foul? It is. We've got a free kick right on the edge of the box.
Got to be John Joe. Sean Longstaff can bugger off. It's got to be John Joe.
I said I got a soft spot for Sean Longstaff, and he's one of my favourite players, but my God, I hate him on free kicks.
Just reading some of them comments. Right, let's hope. How are you, John Joe?
Come on.
Fabian Chair was on. It was, yeah, he'd want to smash this, wouldn't he?
It's a yellow card as well for the Fulham defender, Anderson.
Yeah. Make sure Wilson gets the rings around him.
Come on, hit the target.
That's all he can ask from this position. Get it on target.
Make people work.
Richie will probably want to fancy this as well, but it's got to be John
right
Joe.
In the D, just right of centre as you look at the goal. So to the goalkeeper's left, just of centre. Right on the D, on the line.
When our Sean's definitely not taking it.
It would favour Richie, wouldn't it?
I'd get Richie's foot through it. Like Richie's got a big gap there. Oh well, seeing that Fulham. What's he doing behind the wall?
Is that Robinson in it? Think we're going to get
on the floor.
So what he's doing? If the jump, there's someone there. So
I'll laugh if it hits his arm.
I've never ever seen that.
It's Shelby.
Corner. That's corner.
Shite.
That was awful.
I'd honestly had Richie on that. I'd had Richie on that all day.
But he needs to get on the ball more.
Who? Shelby?
Yeah, he needs to get more on the ball. So, Darlow, Yedlin, Hayden, who's been subbed in, Clark, Dummett, Richie, who scored the own goal, Longstaff, Shelby, Almiron, Joe Litton, and Wilson is your team into the second half. Fulham are Aina, I missed the goalkeeper of Oriella, Anderson, Adaba, I can't pronounce his name.
You'll be on all day with him.
Nah. I'll be like, right, I've given up already.
Mitrovic is up front.
Mitro's on fire. When I used to go, man, that song used to always come on, and we just do it. You just start grabbing your mates and start jumping up and doing like a loony.
I'm sure I paid £5 for a scarf with that on once.
As long as it's not a half and half scarf, because they are no-goes. You're not allowed them.
Oh, I got one when I was in Bruges, my first ever European away game. I've still got it.
That's not too bad, though, but do you know this is a true fact? And I kicked off about this, right? We went to, when we got beat off Man United at Old Trafford 3-2, when Sanchez scored in the last minute.
Fucking brain dead.
They were selling Sports Direct, Newcastle and Man United, half and half scarves outside. So I was vlogging it, obviously. And Gans, I'm not buying that off you. And the Gans, you got Sports Direct bags all over the floor, man. Gans, you know what Sports Direct means to Newcastle fans? Good tackle. Mike says, what was that geezer doing on the floor? Yeah, Robinson lying on the floor.
I think it was in case the wall jumps. The thought she might put like under the wall, so sensible reading.
Carl's in the comments asking, is it sitting 10 men behind the ball? It's not quite 10 men behind the ball, but it's still dog shite.
Carl, I do most of these with you. You wouldn't be very happy. Put it that way.
Hello, my name's Carl and I'm doing a live stream today. That's the best Brummie accent that I can do. Sam Nars, mate, Brummie accent's awful.
I thought Carl was back.
Hello, mate, how's it going, you lot? That's the best Brummie. I'm awful at accents. I do sounds like that. I will always go, like that all the time when I speak like Sam. Tell you, it wasn't too bad. His accent's actually Johnny's not too bad at them.
I can't do accents. This is dog shit. This absolute dog shit.
Basically, Newcastle have spent the last 2 minutes just passing the ball over their back line.
Just to get
in our own half.
Steve Bruce is absolutely killing this team. This is his tactics. There's no wrong with the players. It's his tactics.
Right on, switch it. Switch it, man. You've got 3 bodies over there.
I'd be looking to bring on Gale. Joe Linton's been very...
Get it, Dummett. Go to Dummett. Fair enough. Well, I would have went to Dummett there.
Dummett was the easy option, but we've won the throw-in anyway. So,
if you're watching, if you could like the video, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much if you are watching. And remember to please keep your comments coming. If they don't get read out, they do get seen at least. Unless you're being absolutely stupid, then they won't be seen.
There's Longstaff again losing the ball. If these are in here, Longstaff's fucked. Longstaff lost this.
Square it. Poor touch, which has let Clark back in for a corner.
It's a good job. It's a good job. Meatwell's got the touch of a donkey because that should be 2-0. And Longstaff's jogging back.
Yedlin is sprinting back.
It's crept into his game a little bit, and it was showing. I mean, not just
amazing.
Yedlin has burst a bollock to get back. Then
he passes Longstaff.
Yeah,
these players are not playing for Steve Bruce. None of them.
I mean, Longstaff has played 3 games in the engine room in the space of a week, hasn't he?
Well, I think you're being generous there, but
I probably am. But
you should never stop running.
However, Darlow
wins the header.
Out.
There's a second goal coming in.
Still haven't cleared it. And Geeser.
Question for you, Sam. You can answer this one. Got Mike's an Irishman. What do you think of Clark and Hendrick?
Clark, very, very good. Hendrick hasn't been brilliant, has he? But
he's fucking shite. I'll say it for you.
Well, yeah, because he's been, but in defence of Hendrick, and he has been shy. Yeah, of course he has. I mean, he's been shy. He scored 2 goals, but he's been played on the right hand side, which he's not a right mid. Plays far too narrow. He's a centre mid and hasn't been played there. So,
a couple of shouts now for Dwight Gale now already.
Absolutely, yeah. Joe Linton needs to come off. He's not done anything all game.
Sam looks like how I feel about this game. Sam's just got a bitch resting face.
Yeah, no, I do have a resting bitch face. Yes, correct, I do.
That's Sam's happy face as well, though. He's got one of them faces.
Oh, yeah, you should see me wedding day photos. Where's the keeper?
That's Sam's happy face.
It is, yeah.
He does it all the time. It's too predictable. Tactics are too predictable. If you're Scott Parker, what that lad said, you can predict it. Get Shelby getting tight, and he won't be able to pass.
I like Scott Parker.
He got a lot of stick at Newcastle, if you remember, like towards the end of his before he left.
We got that one wrong, didn't we? Well, I always liked him. What can I say? But
you got relegated West Ham, didn't he? But you got Player of the Year.
Fucking good player, and he was still in the England squad, I recall.
He was.
Do you remember that goal? Do you remember that goal he scored against Charlton for us?
Yeah, absolute thunder bastard.
Oh
Wasn't it?
yeah, he scored it also.
Did we win the game? I can't remember if we won the game, but
It's miles
I
out.
remember
It reminded me of
he scored it at one end of the ground and ran over to the Newcastle fans to celebrate because Charlton were giving them that much stick.
Yeah, he used to be Charlton boy, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's Charlton fan, and Chelsea signed him. Then
It reminded me.
Free kick on the right touchline, level with the 18-yard box. This is one for Richie to whip in.
Sam, do you remember when Rob Lee was against Coventry miles out and he pinged the top corner? We won 4-1 or 5-1 that night.
Was that at Highfield Road?
Yeah, Rob Lee just scored a worldie. It was ball was cleared out. He touched it once and then just smashed it. That reminded me quite similar to Parker's goal.
Yeah.
Howard, then get it
one of the most underrated players of all time, Rob Lee.
He was.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even when he was moved back into defence midfield, he was still quality.
A bit before my time. I mean, I remember him playing. I remember watching him on the telly, but
bit before your time. We're the same age.
I know, but you're like a SWAT. You remember everything. I don't. I've got a terrible memory.
Adam just looks at these grades, and you're the type of kid at class who looks over and gets the maths questions off him. What's that?
Good ball in.
I just remember that assist he did for Shearer against Villa. And just
yeah, what a goal that was! I sneaked into that game that day.
It's a foul. It's got to be a foul.
That's got to be a yellow card.
It's got to be a foul, ref.
Got to be a booking as well. How is Sean, man? Why is Joe Linton pick the ball up there?
Joe Linton's picked the ball up and he was level with Kieran Clark at the minute. He's passed it back to Shelby now and he's stopped on the halfway line. This is what boils my piss about Joe Linton, his position.
He wants to be involved, doesn't he? That's why he's asking for the ball.
I want to be involved, but it's tough shit. You know, my position is on my arse. His position is centre forward. Book and play there.
We need Wilson on the balls. I haven't even seen Wilson for ages.
You say, like, Sam's right. Linton's just played a ball into Wilson there to his feet, which wasn't a bad ball, but Wilson's got no one next to him to put it off to.
Get Gale on. That's the way you're screaming for Gale, aren't you?
He won't make a change till 70 minutes. Do this every week. Doesn't make a change till 70 minutes.
Callum Wilson's touched the ball 13 times.
That's a joke, isn't it?
What, the entire game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute piss take.
It comes down to manager. Everything we say, every comment that comes in, unless it comes down to manager.
Well done, John Joe.
That's better.
Come on.
Switch it, man.
He's got anyone round him. And
Right,
back to the defence.
Yeah, now dumb it.
And this will go back to centre half. It'll go back to centre half.
No, it won't. Joe Linton's got it. Now Miggy's on the left. So that's annoying. Miggy could have took a touch to get out of his feet and beat a man. Nice ball. Nice ball. Joe's in.
Hit it! Oh, fuck's sake, man. Hit it, you stupid
fucking hit it, man.
Fucking hell, man. Awareness, man.
Yedlin.
Fucking awareness. Hit it early.
We get that far forward, you know, players get nosebleeds.
Fucking hell, man. That's Wilson. He has one touch. Bang.
Yeah.
Was it Gillint who had it?
Yeah.
Just get Dwight Gale on, like. Just get Dwight Gale on.
I'll see the replay here. Fanny's around too much, man.
He should be getting a shot off straight away. Straight away.
Great ball,
He does.
great ball
His
by
movement's
Edmund.
great.
Hit it,
Shoot.
hit it. He's too much fucking about. He touches the ball. Now hit it.
Shoot there. No, it doesn't shoot.
Hiya, Ian. Yeah, we're seeing your message about Darlington. Obviously, I know Darlington have suffered quite a bit. We've actually done a documentary on Darlington on the channel with all the Northeast clubs suffering. So if you want to check that out, it's called, I think it's called Northeast Clubs in Limbo, I think. It's got a good 8 or 9 minutes on Darlington. So if you want to have a look at that, because obviously they've been through the shit. So we did see, obviously, of all the demotions, relegations and promotions and that as well. So yeah, we know about Darlington quite well.
Luckman's just absolutely done Yedlin and Hayden. I think Darlington drew 2-2 with my local team today, Telford.
Come on, boys. Howard, out. Get out. Right, Howard, let's go. Let's go. On the count now. Howard and Miggy, go on. Joe Linton. Joe Linton. Go on.
Wilson's done him.
Go on.
Pace.
Wally!
Newcastle penalty. Could be a red card.
The penalty. There was a blatant penalty.
Second yellow. He's already on a yellow. He's gone.
He has to go.
He has to go.
He's not booking him.
Minimum. Great through ball by Miggy. Wilson's pace there was electric, and Anderson's just tripped him up inside the box.
Is that harsh? Anyone else think that's a bit harsh?
I do as well. Well, I think we're a little bit. I think it's outside the box.
That's going to be a free kick outside the box. It's not a penalty. If that was given against us, I'd be given every F. It's either a free kick outside the box.
VAR, no. How are you?
It's not a penalty.
It might be a free kick.
Well, if it's a free kick, he has to go. It's a free kick, he has to go. Because he's already on a yellow. He's last man.
It is a foul. It is a foul. I don't know what.
So if it's a foul, it's last man because he's got a goal scoring opportunity now. So he has to go. Second yellow.
Did Sam say he's already on a yellow?
Yeah.
He's already on a yellow, aye. Because if he
highlighted Wilson's back foot, Anderson's front foot, and they've stopped it on.
It's a penalty.
It's got to be. Adam, who's Andrews?
It looks. I mean, the difference there is probably a gnat's cock, but
when I initially seen it, I thought they were going for the first tug on the.
Adam, it's your father. You look tired, son. At first, I thought it was the band making you tired, but I've just realised it's them clowns running around. Got you worn out. Is that your dad?
Me die. Me mum must have let him watch the match for a change.
So right on the thing, and the ref's just going, well, what the fuck am I supposed to see?
Well, there's two things to remember here, lads, because whatever decision he gives, he has to go because Wilson has a shooting opportunity.
What's he looking at? Is he looking for a penalty or is he looking for a foul?
He's made his mind up.
Second yellow. That's right. So
he's gone back. No, he's forgot.
He's got to book him.
He's forgot what he's seen.
Because it's a goal scoring opportunity, so whether it's a free kick or penalty, he has to get a second yellow.
100% Anderson's getting sent off for Fulham. It's just a question of whether it's a free kick or a penalty. 100% Anderson is going.
He's got to go with his initial instinct, which is a penalty. He's going to.
So he's calling him over, so he has to send him off now. He has to. Yeah, right decision. That's what.
Straight
red.
And the penalty.
I don't think that's a straight red, but I think it's a second yellow.
Denying a goal scoring opportunity is a red card offence.
Yeah.
What's he given a penalty?
But that's whatever it is, second yellow or straight red. That's the right decision.
Was he already on a yellow?
He was.
Right. Yeah. Then yeah. Whatever. What is he giving a penalty or what?
That's what we need to know now. Because he tugs him outside.
That to me, that looks like a free kick.
What's he given?
So he's pulled his shirt twice outside the box before he's tripped him just inside, and the contact is minimal for the trip.
Do we still know what he's given? I still don't.
Because he's standing out of the penalty.
It's a penalty. How about Callum?
I mean, Callum Wilson, good forward play, clever forward play.
Yeah, Ian, they've got a Dalton player, Luke Charman. You've also got Adam Campbell as well.
Yeah,
come on.
Come on, Callum. Have me kids.
Come on. Come on, Callum. Fuck me, how? Massive goal, this. Massive goal. This only gets us back into it, how?
10 men, though. Come on, son. Yes.
Get it!
1-1. 10 men. Now he's got no excuse to go all out attack against 10 men. For a minute, I thought
P rolled it down the middle.
Yeah, for a minute, I thought he saved it with his legs.
As soon as you see the keeper move,
I thought the keeper got a touch.
I saw that. So I was like, oh, I don't agree.
Do you know what it is? Looking at that, that's why VAR can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have.
I get how a referee could miss if that's a penalty or a.
The thing is, as well,
Yeah.
Slow motion just makes things look 10 times worse than what they are. We all went up for a penalty in real time on first look, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't.
This is Rolanda Aarons' mate, Michael Hector.
Right, half an hour left to play.
With 10 men.
1-1.
So now we'll have to go for it. There's no excuses. I'm not having it, well, you know, the red card and all this bollocks. He's got to go for it now.
Sounded more like Gollum, that.
Well, that's how he speaks. He goes, and then
I
you
should just point out, Gail and Carol are warming up on the touchline.
if you also notice, and when he gets interviewed, he interrupts the first question all the time. Have a look tonight. Have a look. He always interrupts the first question.
And if you're the biggest critic of Bruce, and even if he does win now, he's got the excuse of Fulham had 10 men.
We'll have to win. There's no excuse now. You've got half an hour.
We have to win.
Yeah, Ethan says it was outside the box. I agree. I don't think that's a penalty.
Yeah.
We're going to take it, of course we are.
He's tugged him off twice outside the box.
How can you expect?
What did he do, Sam?
He tugged him off twice outside the box.
Okay.
Wait.
Different. That means something different up here.
Yeah, no, it does down here too.
But if you think about it, we didn't get the Wilson penalty last week.
But
yes, very true.
But how can you expect a referee in live? I know he goes to look at the screen. We've had to look at it 5 or 6 times, and it's still like he's got to make a decision. Is that out the box there and then? He should he's gone with his initial instinct, which was in the box.
Well done, Sam. This one's for you about Telford.
Okay.
And Darlington Eden. Tell the tune
3 on penalties. Oh, that's a shame.
4.5K in the bank.
Yeah, good for Darlington though, because as you know, Lee did that documentary piece up there. I know I'm from the West Midlands, but I'm kind of the spiritual home's the Northeast, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah. Another free kick, Shelby. Ian, check the documentary out. You will enjoy it. It's got Hartlepool on there. It's got Gateshead. It's also got the Mackhams. I will be looking to do more documentaries once this COVID thing is out of the way because I'm restricted.
No, I'm not just saying that was a really good one, actually.
Sean Longstaff has placed the ball down 30 yards out and will take this free kick. Shelby stepped away.
Because Shelby's more to the left, isn't he?
No.
Well, he's left footed. He's left.
Shelby's not left footed.
No, Shelby's moved over to his left. I mean, as in Lee's left foot.
Yeah,
so he's not.
Sean Longstaff's going to take this free kick, so it's going to hit the wall.
If this goes top bins, I'll shave my hair off. Right, I swear to God. Here
it comes, and it's hit the wall. Oh no! He's come through, but the keeper saved.
Oh, well, happy this goal. Kevstar, you know Prudder. Of course, I know Prudder. Just along from Craigwick. I know Prudder quite well. Is that where you're from, Kevstar? Will do. Hit the monkey hangers. I think you mean Ian. Got a nice marina, haven't they?
Good
Mike, what have you missed? Mike, where have you been? Why? Mike, Howie, where have you been the last 5 minutes? All the actions happened the last 5 minutes, Mike. There's been a red card, there's been a penalty. That's what happens when you go out and have a coffee or a tab or whatever you've done.
We've not
I missed the penalty, to be fair. Went for a piss.
Fraser's a good shout. Time to get Fraser on, run some fresh legs at him.
Yeah, Fraser or Murphy. I can see Fraser starting on Tuesday against Brentford, although Fulham are well in this as well. You would not think they've only got 10 men.
Yeah, you forget that.
Every Newcastle player is in our own half.
Why is...
Against 10 men.
That was a good lengthy stoppage. The VAR, though, so it'll be quite lengthy added on at the end.
It's a big half an hour for Steve Bruce because he's got no excuse. No excuse.
No, not new. Not when you've got like half an hour. Plus, you've got everything went in your favour there. The red card, the penalty, the decisions went for us. And he's got no excuse tonight because I know he said the penalty incident would have been a game changer. I know Wilson and Hayden spoke out. No excuses tonight. You've got everything handed on the plate here.
I thought it was a second yellow and a free kick. That's what I thought.
Either way, you had to go anyway. Whether it was a second yellow or straight red, you had to go. That's the right decision. I'll agree with you, Adam. That's why VAR is really good, because the ref missed that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a penalty.
No, I didn't think it was a penalty. Like,
what was it? Just a free kick. But I said as you say, VAR. It's what goes wrong comes wrong, because we should have had a penalty against Leeds when we were 2-2. I know we still would have lost the game, but
Mike, we do have Fantasy Football League. Liam runs this. So if you want to join it, you want to message our Facebook page, that's probably your best shout. See what the code is to join it. Come on, we're going to have Alaba. We would like to think we'll have Alaba.
I think they'll take Yedlin off and put Murphy on. Got a feeling.
Go on, Sean.
He's looking for that.
That's lazy. That's fucking lazy, Longstaff.
All right, look for that. Wilson has scored 8 goals in 12 games this season. As many as he scored in 35 appearances for Bournemouth. Jay, that is a brilliant stat. Thank you very much for that.
He had 4 penalties in there, though, hasn't he?
Oh, how was Sam?
But having said that, though, I mean,
I'm just saying, like this season, I mean, we've had so many penalties this season. We should have had another one on Wednesday. But like before this season, we didn't have one in like 85 years.
Yeah.
But it's funny how when you have a striker in the actual box.
That's a great bit of play by Miguel Almiron, and Joe Linton's now dawdling when we should have had.
Get on the bike, man. So this is where Dummett is weak, because Lewis will run down that line.
Yeah. I think Joelinton took the fucking sting out of that. I thought that was quite
a
bit of an attacking play, and Joelinton just went, right, I'll pass the cunt back.
Joe Linton's been a passenger for most of this game.
Now he's giving the ball away there again.
He needs to come off. He should have come off 15 minutes ago.
Tell all the boys you know, Dwight Gay will always score goals. How are Dwight, son?
He deserves more than 20 minutes, like.
Poor lad needs to start. I wonder if he starts midweek.
I think they'll start again.
Go on.
Go on. Oh.
Heavy touch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shit touch.
Great ball by Shelby, mind you. See, that's why I like him in the side, because he might drift out of games.
Needs to get across, or we're in trouble.
Sean Longstaff can't do that. Hayden can't do that. Hendrick can't do that. That cut the defence open. That's soft.
Doesn't have a free kick on the edge of the bar.
That is soft. He falls over. That's the harsh end. Needs another beer.
What a ball. Look at that, man.
I suppose in Joe Linton's defence, the touch had to be quite heavy so he could get past the defender.
Yeah. Hector. You want a left footer on this, don't you? From their point of view.
Yeah. Fulham have been bright since the equaliser, considering they've only got 10 men. They're not out of this at all. They've still probably been the better team. Lookman's taking it.
Surprising they've gone with the right foot, unless they cut it back, yeah. That's what we're going to need to be wary of. Oh, fucking hell, man. That was fucking late, wasn't it?
We're dangerous defending set pieces at times.
Mind you, Yedlin does well because the guy in front of him, which is Wilson, misses it. Wonder where he'll end up. Back to the MLS or Bundesliga, you reckon?
Yeah. Shame, because I used to bloody love Yedlin, especially in the Championship. He looked really raw, but he just hasn't quite kicked on and progressed the way you'd have hoped he would.
Another one under Bruce for me. Gone really far back.
Even last season, I mean, he was man of the match. He was brilliant at West Ham. He was man of the match against Bournemouth this time last year.
He was, but he was cut out. Oh, Loftus-Cheek is coming on for Fulham. He was cut out. I remember the Watford game when we got beat, thumped 3-0, and a lot of them were down to him. Andre Gray ripped him apart a couple of years back. And when we got thumped off Watford. I think it was 3-0, I think. And then there was another game. It was
not first or second game at home, first or second game of the season at home.
He said he's ripped apart, yeah, defensively. Well done, Darlow. Get out, lads. Get out. Go on.
Go on.
Go
on.
No, counter attack. No one's up with
Go on, Dwight. Go on, get away. Come on. Oh, there's no one helping him.
Oh, he's done well there to win a free kick. He had no one to take with it.
You got something good with it. How's the matches, Techie? Well, we expect to win it now because they're down to 10 men. But Fulham are still probably just marginally better. We wouldn't have the time of our lives if it was sold, Sean. Matty is all we need. Jane Atlanta loved Yedlin.
Gale's on, Joe Linton's off.
Just didn't progress. Yeah, you're right, Jay. And obviously being American, of course, he would have had a close affiliation with him. But yeah, he's gone backwards into Newcastle career. But yeah, Dwight Gale is on. Tell all the boys you know.
Dwight Gale winner.
Too late, but there you go. We took it short.
Why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Shite that was poor. Back out to Dummett again. Gone out to Dummett again. Go to Dummett. Go to Dummett. Switch it. Fair enough. Hold on, let's get in the mixer. Everyone's waiting, man.
Shite. Fuck me. Who was that?
Sean.
Fuck me, man.
Need a bit of inspiration from somewhere.
I still think it's a bit too late for Dwight Gale. I would have had him on 10 minutes before this.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes ago. Mitrovic is coming off, so... And they brought on Loftus-Cheek, so that says to me they're taking this point now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've handled him pretty well, to be honest with you, lads. Mitrovic.
I thought Mitrovic did exactly what he did for Newcastle. Fucking nothing. Just shit. You get a lot of Newcastle fans saying that they have Mitrovic in the team. I don't get why. I really don't.
I would have him ahead of a couple of strikers at the club still. I don't think he would start many, mind.
I don't think he's any better than Joe Linton. I really don't.
I don't think he's any better than Hosselu.
No, or them. He was no better than Darryl Murphy that year we went down.
I think that's Ryan Fraser getting ready just at the bottom of your screen there, bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I've seen Hendrick as well, though.
Oh, imagine Hendrick on ahead of fucking Fraser.
Well, mind you, we've only got one sub left, haven't we? So
yeah. Got a gun for it, man. 10 men.
It's got to be Fraser. It's got to be Fraser or Andy Carroll.
It's got to be another striker up top. It's got to be or attacking player. It has to be, man.
I would take off Richie.
If he brings Hendrick on, I'm turning this stream off. I swear to God.
I think it was Fraser.
I hope not, Adam, because there's 177 people enjoying.
Or I would take Dummett off.
There'll be 177 people turn off as well if Hendrick comes on.
I would actually take Dummett off, stick Richie left back for the last 15 minutes, and then have Fraser on the right. Because Dummett's just not exactly providing much in an attacking sense.
Nah, he's like a left centre back, isn't he?
Yeah, so I prefer him at centre back. He's a quality average.
You can put Richie there. You can always move Richie there. Go all out attack.
That's what I just said.
Oh, wasn't listening.
Sound like my missus.
Do you think Miggy's done much?
Yeah. I mean, in the context of our attacking play today, yes. But
yes, he has, yeah. But for me, we haven't seen it. Yeah,
it is Fraser.
He is. Who's coming off?
It's Dummett.
Oh, yeah, good shout.
That means Richie's going to get left back. I'm happy with that. Yeah, there we go.
Cracking shout.
He looks knackered anyway.
I thought he was blowing in the first half, to be brutally honest.
That's a good shout, to be fair. It's a good move. You know, credit where it's due. Good move.
Nice to have you, Frankie, on board. Thank you for joining the stream. First time commenter. First time following your watch-alongs. I have to even say with an extra man, there were nowhere near a tempo or urgency in the tackle play. Yeah, Frankie, thank you. I know you follow us over on Twitter, so thank you for that.
Need a lot more than the next 12 minutes. Agree with him. 100%. It's not enough for 10 men having an extra man.
Love the channel, by the way, as well. Thank you, Frankie.
Oh, you're too kind. See how the urgency and the pace of the attacks just lifted now Fraser's come on?
I love Fraser.
There's already a lot more urgency about our play. Oof.
Yeah, because a point on the road for 10-men team relegation, great point for them. Even though
Scott Parker's got nothing to lose because his easy excuse is we went down to 10 men, but we've got to lift it.
If you look at it now, Adam, Loftus-Cheek is the furthest man forward for them now.
Yeah, well, it should be 10 minutes of us attacking now. That's what it should be.
You're right. He's shut up shop. He's happy. He wants the point. Yeah. Loftus-Cheek up top is their striker.
But we need to be like. To be fair, Bruce has probably done all he can. It's up to the players now on the pitch to be brave.
If you look at Loftus-Cheek number 15, he's their most advanced player now, and he's just coming towards the halfway line.
Yeah, they're all every man is inside their own half of Fulham. Yeah. So
it's like us.
I mean, we do the same. It's one, but we've got to step up.
Go on, Miggy.
Go on, Miggy.
He's won a free kick. Well done.
Yeah, he didn't mind. I didn't think that was a free kick.
He's so lucky there. He's so lucky.
Clever play. He knew he wasn't going to get there.
Shane got no idea if he's got COVID or he's injured. They're keeping it very, very quiet with Alan saint-maximin.
Yeah, I'm hoping someone in the press, one of the press lads, will actually ask about him.
What formation has Bruce put out tonight? It was a 4-4-1-1.
Yeah. That was never fun. How was he getting the yellow card for that as well?
I have paint purple. Hey lads, just started watching the team against 10 men. I can't tell. Fulham. I know you're probably joking on there, but Fulham, for anybody who has joined or hasn't seen the game, you wouldn't know.
Sounds like a Mackham.
Richie's going to put an in-swinger in.
Come on, good delivery. Bit of height.
Come on.
He's gone to the back stick. Hayden's
There hasn't been many chances like that, hasn't there? Neat.
And now Fulham are on the counter-attack. We're going to score. Going to let the opposition score from our own attack again, like midweek.
No, it's we haven't really had many clear-cut chances. It's been a penalty, which arguably we shouldn't have had to get us back into the game.
81 minutes already. Fucking hell.
It's flew out, hasn't it?
Surprised you haven't brought up my controversial comment from the preview we did, Lee, about Scott Parker.
What about him?
I said he was a better manager than Frank Lampard.
Adam?
What was Sam's... before I comment, what was Sam's reasoning on that? Because...
He got followed.
Me question being is Frank Lampard's got better... has been given better players.
Yeah, so when they were both at the same level in the Championship, Parker got Fulham up, Derby didn't get up under Lampard. And they were kind of similar squads at that time, you would say.
Everyone knows Lampard got the Chelsea job because of who he is. And he did great as a Chelsea manager. But if Lampard had been given the Wigan job or the Sunderland job, would he have done great? Probably not. Chelsea have got a great infrastructure and they've got great players. So
interesting.
I like what Steven Gerrard's done, mate. I really do. I've said it before. I fucking love what Gerrard's doing. Gone to a club that were
you never know about actually good, do you?
No, but where they were, I mean, he's got them 16 points clear or something now. Lampard's never done that. Lampard struggled at Derby. Well, he didn't struggle at Derby. He did well, but he didn't get them up, as you say. And then he's suddenly getting a Champions League job at Chelsea. Nah.
The thing I like about Lampard, though, he does give youth a chance both at Derby and Chelsea. He's not afraid.
Well, I like Lampard. I do like him. I just think he's been very fortunate.
I've seen that stat there that in the last 10 minutes, Newcastle have the most goals in the last 10 minutes, up there with Liverpool with 7 each. So the time to score now.
Like, why do you think Arteta got the Arsenal job? He didn't deserve it. That was because he used to play for them when he was Guardiola's.
He's on thin ice now,
and now he's about to get sacked. You know, everyone knows Arsenal should have went for Ancelotti when they had the chance, and they didn't.
Do you reckon Rafa would get Arsenal?
No.
Would you not? I think he would take the Arsenal job.
If he didn't have a job, then yeah, I think he would go.
I don't think the Arsenal fans wouldn't take him. The Arsenal fans are sorry if you're watching, you're the most fickle fans in the fucking country. They don't want anyone. They didn't want Wenger, and Wenger was the most successful manager ever. So,
Shane agrees with you about Stevie G.
I don't think Gerrard would come here. To be fair, I don't see why he would. Come on, however,
I'm not cross for shit.
So, is this a good point or a bad point? If it was like
Bad
this?
point. It's been a poor point,
because we've got the 10 men for over half an hour.
and we've not looked like scoring.
No, there hasn't been many
agree.
clear-cut chances.
We haven't had
Not
Lee.
like
We've had no chances.
How many saves has their keeper made? One
None.
for Jordan
No.
when he was 1-on-1.
Oh, and that free kick from Sean, that was it.
Yeah, two with the easy
Very,
saves.
very, very mediocre efforts.
Darlow hasn't been tested loads either, that'd be fair.
It's too predictable, man. Too predictable.
Out wide. Go out wide. I was going to say didn't lose it.
Oh,
Go on.
good.
Go on. Went to corner, didn't he? He's not getting a corner.
Have we got a sub left? Was that it?
No, that's it.
Andy Carroll must be sat there again, like fucking pissed off as fuck.
Wouldn't surprise me to see Gale and Carroll start on Tuesday. Wilson is going to need a rest at some point.
Got
I
to
wouldn't
start
surprise me. I
Tuesday.
think what you might find on Tuesday is a stronger bench, possibly the strongest bench we've had all season, in case we need. Got to remember, it's an extra time. It's straight to penalties.
I think if he loses Tuesday,
Yeah,
I don't dare. I don't dare post on Facebook.
The
Honestly,
hope goes, didn't it? The hope goes, didn't it, for the season? Because that's the hope.
Oh, that's it. It's the only thing we've got you. If you could finish like where we at now, 13th, 14th.
If we do get a late winner, we'd be up to 10th.
Jay, if you want to come on the fan reaction show a little bit later on, it's about 1:15 on the hour. I'm going to jump on, have your say. Ian's wishing us all a Merry Christmas. Thanks, mate. You too. Have a good Christmas, New Year as well. Hope it's a safe one, a good one as well. Don't worry, boys. City, Liverpool, Leicester next in the league. Give us a point. Give us a point out of those three. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bit more confident. Gale on the pitch, not Joe Linton. Says paint purple. Yeah, bit of movement in it. But then again, we're going to get the supply in. Fulham just taking the time over this, throwing as long as possible.
There'll probably be about 4 minutes, 5 minutes added on time anyway. So we've got about 7-8 minutes left to find a winner.
We haven't had one clear chance since they went down to 10 men, though, have we?
Nope. Good tackle.
Good
Sean
tackle.
Longstaff. Well done.
Oh, well, let's get up the pitch.
I think Shelby's been dog shit, mate. Really do.
No, switch it. Yedlin. That's it.
Come on.
Miggy.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yedlin needs to be there in support.
Stop talking about let's get this in.
Turn around, man. This play's behind you.
Fine.
Fucking easy, man. This play's
Lucky
behind
that
you.
crowd broke because it was doing fuck all. And now Fulham are time wasting because he's Lamina, the ball hit him on the leg. And the synthetic leather and air must have been very painful for him because he's gone down like he's just been absolutely hit by a truck.
Shane, enjoy your work. Have a good night. He's off to work. Merry Christmas as well.
Shane, enjoy.
He's not. Why is the ref stopping the game? Because he's got cramp. Fucking just get him on.
Diego Alejandro Gonzalez Aponte. I hope I've said that right. Goal. I fucking hope so.
Is he on about the film?
No, I hope he's on about getting us a goal. Fuck the film.
I can't see it somehow. Come on, Clark. Fraser.
We
Whip
dog
it
shit
in.
the whole game, we really do.
Poor. Didn't beat the first man inside the box.
I honestly think we're a decent manager. This team could do something. Really do.
Yeah. And by do something, you mean have more than 50% possession, yeah?
Just control a game.
Oh,
I don't mean win games. Just control a game. Look like you've got some intent.
Approaching 90 minutes.
Got 11 stoppage.
How much stoppage time are we going to have? That's the next question.
It's got to be
I reckon
5.
about six
We're
minutes, mate.
fucking around with it on the halfway line.
Get the ball forward, man.
Attack! 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 Attack!
Fucking around there like we're wanting a point.
You have it. No, you have it. You have it. No, you have it.
I get the ball forward.
Right, you're going to win the second ball.
How am I, for fuck's sake?
Oh, a ref actually did that.
No sign of the fourth official yet. 5 minutes.
They've
5
still got
minutes
something going on that they're being fucking sat there with.
So 5 minutes after that, all them substitutions and the VAR disruption, and yet we had 6 minutes against West Brom on Saturday.
Exactly.
Fuck's sake.
Too easy, man. How we, man? Fucking hell.
Look how Fulham could snatch this.
Oh, if you pass that ball there, you greedy cunt, you could have been in. But even there, right, lads, we've still got 10 men in there, in their half. There's no one pushing up. We should be gambling. Come on, man!
We're just jogging. How we?
There's no urgency.
No, there's not.
It's like, let's take a point. Come on, man!
For me, Hayden, just get him in centre midfield now. Fuck it. Go for it.
These aren't trying to attack. Come on! Come on!
In the box. Oh, God.
They've got no one forward. Push someone forward.
Oh, not the keeper, man.
Fuck's sake. It's too fucking easy. Get forward!
Hope you're right.
Oh, get fucking Fraser on the back of his foot. God almighty. Right, come on. Reset. Let's go.
We don't need 3 centre-halves at the back. Move forward.
No, just get Hayden up top.
Shit.
Get Hayden in midfield, sorry.
Shit.
Oh, kick my ball away. That's a yellow card.
Completely don't deserve 3 points. I don't even think we deserve a point, to be fair.
No, we haven't looked like scoring, apart from it's taken a very questionable penalty decision for us to even get a goal. We've not looked like scoring from open play.
2 subs in the last few minutes by Fulham. Bryant, left back.
To be fair, it's good management by Scott Parker in this.
Of course it is.
In this instance, we do the same.
Any team would.
Yeah.
One chance to get in the box.
Again, for me, it comes down to this last half an hour. Steve Bruce has changed nothing.
Well, he has. He shoved Fraser on and then he's just left the changes too late again, didn't he? It's always too late.
I know, but he hasn't given Scott Parker nothing. He hasn't given Fulham anything to think about. He's changed a couple of players, but he hasn't Fulham haven't went there and went, oh fuck, these have changed the shape. These have done this. These have done that. It's far too predictable. Unless it's going to take a worldy goal or something for us to get this here. I think. Do you know? Come on.
Yedlin can't cross.
Oh.
No.
Got to win it, Sean.
Do you know what? I think one of our worst players has been Shelby. I really do.
I
I think he's been fucking dog shit.
I don't think anyone's really played well.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I think Fulham deserve the point. if not more. I think we've been shite again.
So they're literally playing 6 at the back now.
It's our usual tactics.
How are boys?
What's more annoying is
man, wake up. Or handball.
Handball.
He's given a corner, but it'll go to VAR.
There you are, handball.
It did just hit his leg and move up, mind.
Yeah.
He doesn't know nothing about it.
He knows nothing about it. It's clearly hit his hand, but
if that's given handball, if that's given handball, I'll know how Tottenham fans felt.
Watford just sacked the manager.
Aren't Watford near the top?
corner for Fulham. We haven't got it away.
Oh, Yedlin, watch what you're doing. Come on, Fraser, lad, win this. Oh, you dirty bastard. Professional foul.
We're in added on time now, so the chances are this will be it.
Yeah, he had to make that tackle, whoever it was.
Yeah,
that's what we didn't do it against Leeds, though, wasn't it? Take one for the team, take a yellow card.
Yeah. It's a bad tackle, but it's you'd expect your player to make that this time in the game. We've been shite. To be fair, as soon as these have gone down to 10 men, we haven't tried to win the game. I don't think anyway.
Right, we've got to lump it forward. Because...
All right, got to get in the box. Right, this has to go in.
We're going wide. Get it in the box. Get it in the box, man.
That's it.
And Richie put it in the box when it was too late. That's full time.
They had 2 chances to get it in the box there. 2 chances, and they go wide.
Again, thank you. Have a good Christmas as well, mate. The videos don't stop, everybody. We've got tons coming up. We've got Johnny in about 7 minutes with the quick thoughts. 15:15, we've got the fan reaction. We want to have your stay on the game tonight, whether good, bad, indifferent, 10 men, Wilson's penalty, Bruce fixtures, Brentford. We'll be talking all about that. And then we've got scoring the players. I think I'm back for that one. Am I right in saying, Sam? I think I'm back for that one.
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, I mean, we've got post-match reaction videos until well past 12 o'clock. So, yeah, plenty to look forward to. It'll be a hell of a lot more entertaining than that fucking shit.
Yeah, that was awful. And we've got the last word, which we're going to try and do live as well. Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 7. Southampton 0, Manchester City 1, Everton 2, Arsenal 1, Newcastle 1, Fulham 1. Those are the results today. Summarise the game for us, lads. Adam? 2 points dropped.
Point gained. Again, I don't
Fulham
think we're very
2
good.
points dropped.
Yeah, I don't think we're very good. I thought Fulham deservedly took the lead.
Newcastle move up to 12th with that point. Fulham are at the
we got the penalty. I thought it was a free kick, rightly sent off. Lucky to get the penalty, got the 1-1, and then for me, when they were down to 10 men, we never really tried to go for the game. In hindsight, point probably most we deserved. Absolutely, again, shocking by Bruce. And a lot of players, again, for me, not good enough.
How much your summary on that?
Saved by a penalty.
Yeah, the referee's decisions went our way the night and got were out of jail. If you ever play Monopoly, get out your jail-free card. Jail, thanks for all your comments as well. Like I mentioned, we've got tons of videos coming up tonight as well. They're all live, so job back. Johnny's going to be live in 4 minutes. 15:15, we've got a fan reaction, and then that'll be on for about an hour. And then we've got scoring the players. I'm back for that, and then the last word, I'll be back for that as well. But it's tough. It's tough. Hope you have enjoyed our company rather than the national media's company, because we'll tell it like it is. My summary is that I agree with Sam. I think the referee's got 1 point today. I really do. I don't think it's a penalty. I don't. I think it's outside the box. And it was the correct decision, whether it was a second yellow or a straight red. That's correct. But Newcastle cannot break down a championship side. That's no disrespect. If you look at all them defenders.
Can you really see us beating Brentford coming up? I really cannot see us beating Brentford on Tuesday night.
Not at all.
Brentford play some cracking football as well.
Yeah. They're the most attacking team in the championship.
And now they've lost the star player, but still. But yeah, 8 points off relegation. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on Burnley's results, of course. But like I mentioned, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We're going to head off and get ready for all the videos. Stay tuned because there's videos everywhere tonight. Ta-ra, everyone.